Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast. This is episode 22, and we have so much to talk about and so much time. My name is Nanashi. I'll be your host for the evening, and I apologize in advance for whatever this show is going to be. Joining me tonight is a menagerie of personalities. We have our foul-mouthed friend and fiend, Blitz.
Sup, bitches?
He brings the unga bunga to gaming, KennyTheCaveman.
I try to. I invented it.
We have the leader of the New Obsidian Duel Academy, Lady Sarisa.
Quack.
We have our denizen of the deep, Lekunga.
Hello.
We have our fellow furry YouTuber, Mr.Orichalcos.
It's redesigned Mr.Orichalcos to you, Sonny.
Gee, thanks, Dad. We have the token salad enthusiast, Reborn.
Now with 20% more dragon.
We have the silent but deadly ruffytraffy. See what I mean? And we have everyone's worst nightmare by name, Tim Brick.
Here's the represent Brick Eyes. Oh wait, I mean Blue Eyes.
What?
I didn't.
I don't
Blue
know
eyes. I heard. I heard blue eyes.
That's all I got. It's like blue eyes.
Weird thing, mono.
I thought the
I
laugh
tried to
too
say
much.
Brick Eyes. I tried to say Brick Eyes. Brick Eyes. Oh wait, I mean Blue Eyes.
Just brick.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so
I
it's
know,
fine.
Dad.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so first things first. How is everybody doing?
I am fine.
I'm roasting to death.
I'm getting a lot of funny pickup lines. I need an adult.
I'm
I'm an adult.
I'm
an
decent.
adult.
Just heading home from a doctor's appointment.
I am a probably sane person.
I'm surviving the war on heat and rocks.
I thought you were going to say I was surviving the war in Ukraine.
No, we're not going that far. We're
No,
not.
we're not
too
going
soon.
there. We're certainly not going there. That means
Good
three
lord.
things.
I'm mostly just trying to survive in this heat, because
Same.
UK weather heat, am I right?
Yeah, tell me about it. And don't worry about it, Ruffy. We made sure to point out that you existed. You are being known. You are known.
You're noticed by
Very mean.
senpais. All of them.
Do you know the way?
Do
Oh,
you know
God.
the way?
Come on, please don't stop that.
Do you?
Too late.
Oh shit! It's your boy. Oh, what up? Okay, no more memes. No more memes.
Indeed.
All right. Well, on that note, then, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I need to personally thank all of our patrons, Captain Ninetails, X-Zero, and YuGiOh, who theoretically should be in the show later tonight when he gets home from work. Thank every single one of you. You guys are great, and you make it a lot easier for me to do what I do. Now, we have quite a few topics to discuss. I've been trying to do better about giving us more things to talk about, and the first thing that we need to discuss is probably going to be the most painful. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the reason why this cast is so freaking jam-packed. The creator of the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga, Kazuki Takahashi, has passed away as of July 6th. He was an inspiration for every single person who is here in one way or another. We've all experienced Yu-Gi-Oh! We've all experienced someone who's played it. It's brought us nothing but joy at different variances over the last 20-ish years that it's existed. And all I can really say is we are going to miss you, and we thank you so much for giving us everything that we have. And I think it's only fair that at this moment in time, we give him a moment of silence to honor his memory. And I thank you for doing that. Now, I'm sure all of us have a lot of interesting and fun memories about Kazuki. I actually met Seto Kaiba, and he recently on Twitter shared this picture of him, the voice actor for Yugi, I believe it was, and Kazuki all together doing cool, fun anime poses, and it was just so wholesome.
I remember I actually saw that quite a bit on
Oh,
Twitter.
also, Kaiba's voice actor took a picture of his own copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon, very first version.
Oh, the one that was like drawn by Kazuki himself?
Yes, and he put it on his Twitter.
That is awesome.
Amazing.
Now, on the
I don't
subject,
have memories with him personally, but I do thank him because he did make the game and also tried to make it as ethical as possible. Like he was one of the many reasons why Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have prize money or tournaments that are based on gambling.
I was actually going to
Mhm.
bring
He
that
tried.
up. He is the main reason why we don't have like cash prize support.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for the better or the worse, as people see it, but it does bring an ethical side that is appreciated.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That should go without saying.
Now, on that particular subject of the cards, I believe there is a card called Shiba Warrior Taro that is based on Kazuki's own dog. And
Is
It
it?
is adorable.
I believe it
Ooh, excuse me.
was. It's actually
Either
signed
that
by
or a
him in the
manga he
card
made.
art. Yeah, that's it.
It's either on his dog or either based on his dog or is based on a manga he made because Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't his first manga.
Yeah, he was
It,
no,
doing
it
manga
was
for a
his
good
From what I
decade or
heard.
so.
his most recent one was collaboration with Marvel.
We couldn't hear you, man. You were breaking up a little bit.
His most recent thing was a collaboration with Marvel.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I've heard.
heard.
I know that comic, sort of speaking.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
I
We'll have to
also
keep our
heard he
eyes and
worked
ears
on
open for
Dragon
that one.
Quest. I also heard he worked in Dragon Quest with
oh, did
Toriyama.
he really?
I
There
heard.
was also
I never had any confirmation, but I did heard rumors that he was going to work in Dragon Quest.
I love Dragon Quest.
Yeah,
if
same.
that wound up happening, it would have been amazing. I would have no doubt. He also did like a panel in Bobobo.
Yes, I
Nice.
A lot
remember
of
that.
Hobobos.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
that's
one.
and
Beautiful
him
work.
and
iconic.
Mike Magnolia did a art Hellboy wearing a Yu-Gi-Oh.
I remember that. I was just reading about that the other day. But what I was going to say was the Shiba Warrior Taro card, because of what happened, the price on that thing spiked from like 250 to $50.
Oh wow.
Good lord.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
mean,
I,
everybody wants it now.
Yeah,
Wait, I do remember there was a he because there's a personal artwork versions of each of the god cards that
yeah,
he
that's
did
right.
himself. Um, there's a personal artwork version of both Jinzo and Summon Skull that he owns himself. Actually, yeah, there's several personal artwork version cards he made himself.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, it is true. A number of classic cards he managed to illustrate himself for Walt Arts.
he made. I think he made an illustration for everyone in the original manga. I remember one of.
Mhm.
I don't remember if it's some Summoner Monk or something else. Like one of the competitive cards, but that really doesn't have any anime value. I remember he had a fan art of one of them with him. A shame he never really visited the TCG. Could have made a
He
Oh,
he
like an
dude,
visited
event like
I
the
that.
he visited the area a few times, but it's pretty obvious that his impact was far more niche over here as opposed to over there in
Yeah,
Japan, obviously.
Yeah.
like he has events
Also,
over there. We don't have events for him over here.
yeah.
Right.
Also, he hated censoring, which was one of the reasons Maji Maji Magician Girl, a card he personally made, effect and everything, never came to the States.
You know, I was
Sad.
That
wondering
explains a
about
lot.
that. Like,
Dude, I hope they
Yeah,
honor
same.
his wish to do that.
like one
Um,
of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh content creator ever, X Stevens channel, referenced that card in one of his videos, and I'm still sitting here like, where is it? Why don't we have this yet? And that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I'm going
we
to
won't.
do a
We'll
dark
never get
joke
it.
here, but it probably got lost with Shuttleroid.
like him
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
probably.
Mm.
him and Namiya, he has a personal due to the fact
You
of
keep breaking up.
Yeah, you keep
due to the
breaking up,
fact
man.
of yeah due to the fact of censoring. he has a personal hate.
Have it again.
Happened again.
No,
Oh
No,
no.
I get where he's coming from. I also hated the censoring because I was watching the original season of Yu-Gi-Oh, and here's aggressive pointing um Bandit
Bandit
Keith
Keith.
over at
Wait.
Pegasus head,
Oh,
and
those
it
were
just looks
guns,
like
dog.
the way he's pointing. It looks like he's actually holding a gun, but there's no gun.
It's like
Yeah,
he's
essentially,
like he's doing a
The
finger
Classic
gun
invisible
almost.
guns.
And the
Oh,
agents were
God.
going to capture Kaiba without guns, just pointing at him.
The invisible
Yeah.
guns,
So
the
funny.
rice balls that
Yeah,
are treated as
classic.
donuts. There was an instance
Yeah.
in a Pokemon episode where a giant rice ball was rolling down a hill, and apparently in some variant of censorship, I can't remember if it was for America or not, they censored it and turned it into a giant sandwich.
I mean, the original
What?
the original first 100 episode of One Piece that was made by Focus had
Yeah.
Sanji like have a lollipop instead of a
Cigarette.
cigarette.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I
And
remember
in
that.
one of
Yep.
the
So it isn't really that far off to say that they switched a rice ball when they
Yeah.
switched Sanji's cigarette for 100 episodes.
yeah, when you
Oh,
sit down and think
wow.
about it,
Mhm.
that is pretty insane. Now,
It's terrible.
well, I have a small list of topics here. The first one that we should probably discuss is I've been playing Overwatch a little more lately because it's fun to do when you're killing time and you got nothing better to do while you're waiting for new card information to drop from Japan. Why is it taking so
Yeah.
long? Why?
I agree.
And
Translation sucks.
now, I was hoping that Chaos would be here because he actually played the Overwatch 2 beta, and according to him, the games are pretty much identical.
Really?
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, because
Yeah, you know.
I never played
cross-compatible.
Overwatch.
I
Well,
have.
you're not
Cross-compatible.
you're not missing a tremendous amount other than a couple of fun memes. In fact, I think my favorite meme to this day is still
Lucio Ball!
Oh my god.
Meanwhile,
Like,
meanwhile, my sister changed her username to Jesse McLawsuit following all the Actibliz shenanigans,
yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah.
Oh, God.
and
Yeah.
she's now just
What
quit the game
shenanigans?
entirely.
I didn't quite
Um,
follow.
Misconduct behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
again.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
true.
That is a thing that
I think-
exists. Yep.
Didn't they like a month ago have like a for like Overwatch character stereotype thingy? I remember like what character the diversity they have.
But
Yes.
the diversity thing, I remember that. That's
Yes.
so
Yeah,
dumb.
it's like a diversity. It's like technically Torbjorn is more diverse than Lucio technically.
I
Oh,
hate to
like-
say it, that is true.
That's
But he's-
so
I'm gonna be here in a while,
bizarre.
but when you care
It's
about
beautiful. I laugh. It's the
exterior
greatest thing ever.
characters of your personality instead of building a person that has fantastical traits, you're losing really what you're doing.
And
Essentially.
Nazi.
Which is
Yeah.
a terrible thing to do. Like let the artists create. Don't take away the creativeness because you want to be.
Yeah, no, stupid people don't understand that.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Take
Uh,
away my creativeness to make something that I can't really, because I have to follow your rules when I'm trying to be creative and show a piece of work. You know.
That's
And
why
that's how
I
we
let Nez just do her thing when it comes to my thumbnails.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. I make my own.
I have no
can't
creative ability.
I have no. When it comes to thumbnails like that, I have no creative ability either. They look like blah.
Looks
I'm
like spaghetti
actually-
on a white floor.
Exactly.
Working on my comic. Something.
You're cutting in and out. I think try moving your mic a little closer to your mouth. That might help.
Yeah, I'm actually very close to the mic right now. I'm actually working on my own comic right.
Nice.
It might be an internet connection
It
issue.
could be
He
internet.
said
Yeah.
He's working
his
on a
own
comic,
Right.
which I would
Yeah.
buy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I've seen
obviously.
Reborn's work. It's pretty interesting.
I haven't seen into it, but I would love to.
I would
Yeah,
too.
same.
Hey,
Speaking of
Reborn, why
comics-
don't you shoot Sarisa a link to that after the show?
All right.
Speaking of comics, there was one in the subreddit about someone went through some of the more obscure Yu-Gi-Oh cards lore, like Greffer.
Yeah.
and he turned it into comics. It's been a while since I saw it. Maybe he made some new scenes. You should check it out.
You should.
I'll post
I
I'll post it
I
here if I
remember
find
someone
it.
OCG structures.
No,
I'm
it's not
home.
OCG
Thank
structure. It's
fucking
just
God.
the life of digrapher.
Oh.
Dude, I would love to see all this stuff. I'm always open-minded to try new things.
Well, if you
It's
find
I
any-
remember.
caveman.
Feel free to drop them into the server. There's categories for just about everything here. Feel free.
Yeah, I'll do it as soon as I find it.
Cool. Next on the list that I kind of wanted to talk about, we got some anime-related stuff to discuss real quick. Two things in particular. One, Panty and Stocking finally got confirmed for a season 2.
Oh
Oh,
god.
thank
Finally.
God.
Yes. I have
So-
not
so-
seen the
So
first.
after so many years of
movies.
people looting them, we finally get a new one. Great. Rule 34 orders.
Please, that show is a
What?
Rule
Oh, no.
34 in
Oh, no.
unto itself.
Me still waiting for a No Game No Life season 2. Be like,
I don't
I
want
feel
anime.
like I'm missing
I gave it
something.
for 2018.
Here, hold on. If they get a good No Game No Live season 2, disrespect us to get nuked a week later.
That sounds about
yeah,
right.
no, but not no.
I can't go without a podcast of doing a dark humor joke. Now she doesn't let me do Jewish jokes anymore, so I got to do those.
Yeah, I don't think.
yeah, I'm
YouTube-
part
there's
Jewish too.
there's
so
a
like,
line between funny and courteous, and I just try not to tread it, especially since this stuff's going on YouTube. If
Yeah.
that
And
stuff,
I'm
if too much,
streaming
YouTube
live.
machine,
Yeah,
as
okay.
we call it.
yeah.
YouTube is so shit. The
And
fact-
yes, Ruffy, yes, somebody
yes,
said no game, no life. Okay,
Yeah, I did.
well, the other thing I wanted to discuss real quick, and this one's kind of painful for me. They confirmed a reboot of Trigun.
Oh
Oh,
god.
no,
no.
it's
God,
bad
no,
as
no,
the-
no.
No.
Never heard of it.
no.
Hold on. You wanna- Can
give
I
me a sec.
interrupt real
Is it as?
fast?
Oh, sure. Take.
The one thing that's most painful to me, they're making a live-action Hellsing movie, and a person who
Oh,
references a Burj Alicard a lot, they fucked that up. I hope they get just burned alive. Let's just say that.
Oh.
I can't legally say this on his stuff. I could say it if I wanted to, but I'll get his account banned, Discord banned, and all of our accounts banned for listening to
Insta-ban.
our
So don't say
Insta
that.
ban.
Tashi, is it
Ban
as
hammer.
bad as the Bakugan reboot?
Let me just clear up one thing. We didn't get any visuals of what season 2 of Penny and Stocking is going to look like, but we did get a 1.5-minute trailer of the Trigun reboot.
Is
looks,
it as bad as the Bakugan reboot?
It looks
Did you see the
like
Bakugan
an
reboot?
I know what you're referring to. Let me put it this way. It looks like an improved version, animation style-wise, of what they did to Beastars.
That's not a standard.
And I saw what it looked like for Vash. They made him too pretty.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Vash looks like he should be in a yaoi.
Oh
Um,
god.
Yeah, he does. He does.
That
No.
Oh, that's sad. That's
Burn
sad.
my eyes now
all,
with bleach.
all our heroes are
Is
getting
depressing.
deaded.
all of this kind of reminds me of something that I've been hearing rumors about. I haven't seen no trailers or anything else, but there's a lot of rumors, even on Twitter, from certain accounts. I haven't really looked into them too much, but I've been hearing these rumors that they're redoing the live action movie of Death Note, but the cast, the directors that are going to be on the project is actually the same ones that do Stranger Things.
Oh no, that's
Ooh.
a confirmed. That's a confirmed thing. That's a confirmed.
Is it
thing.
confirmed?
Ooh,
thing?
that sounds lit.
It's a confirmed thing.
Oh, let's go!
That's
Now,
actually kind of hype.
What's
Why
not is the
doesn't he
picture I
say
just
that to
shared
me?
of the new appearance of Vash.
No, that does not look right for him.
Oh no, he's hot.
He's
They
too
took a
pretty.
2020 anime character and named it Vash.
He looks like a fuckboy.
Yeah.
He
does.
does. I hate
To be
Yeah.
honest, he was in the old one.
The thing is, I was excited when I saw the trailer. The artistry I can live with if they didn't mess up the character. Not only did they mess him up visually, they took away every ounce of grit in his appearance. They changed his entire coat layout.
Look, I can
Oh, wait, they did?
this
Oh,
as
no.
long
Chad
as they
now.
don't-
He's not a
as
hardworking
long
man.
as they
He's a
don't
Chad.
massacre
Okay,
the character like they did in Bakugan, like they massacred the original characters. They're completely changed.
They're,
If they don't do that in Trigun, I can forgive it a little bit.
I am-
So, are we gonna Nashi?
Are we gonna be talking about Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I definitely need to jump in the shower. I haven't showered since 6 a.m. this morning.
Yes,
I
was actually gonna get to that next because we have a list of topics Yu-Gi-Oh wise, and I did promise you a few minutes to discuss the ban list because you didn't get the chance to last time. So we're gonna give Blitz a couple of minutes.
Let's just say I wanted to choke the fuck out my doctor. Are we doing the Yu-Gi-Oh ban list right now?
You feel free to go ahead and do it since you said you have to hop in the shower. That way we can get it done.
Alright. So basically, last ban list, when that shit came out, Farfa was doing the ban list thing, so everyone was donating the bits. We take the thing off the list, and Farfa says no shot, and everyone in chat started typing in no shot, no shot, no shot, fuck no shot. So this list, I enjoyed it. There's a reason why I enjoyed it.
Someone remind me what even happened in this list.
Mecha Phantom Beast, Aerodon got banned, Meow Meow got
that's
banned,
one. Oh, never
got banned. But I love this list so much because Jet Synchron came back, and I'm a big fan of Synchro Summon. Monkey Board came back. Rose Dragon got hit. Yada came back. I made so much money off of those. Harbor Fiber Racks, the $3 card. Shooting Raja Dragon because of that. Change of Heart came back. I made like $20 off commons.
Nice.
Ansel came back. Sold my Japanese copies for $1 a piece. Dynamite came back. I was building Draco, and now I play Draco. Benton come back. They were on crack cocaine. Tiki coming back. They're on crack cocaine. Desires coming back. Should have stayed at 3. Light Stage, great. Pedos. Wall Revealing Light, good. Night Assailant could have happened years ago for Arata. Trish, they were smoking crack. Mirage Stalio, good. Hero Luke, finally.
Smoked.
Circle, they smoked enough reefer to know that Gazelle is not good. He's gonna stay at 1. And Scapegoat 2, 3 reminds me of Baby Raccoon sessions when me and Nasty in my Discord, and then me and Nashi. I would talk to Nashi for a few hours. I don't talk to him anymore since he quit the game. And then I'll talk to Nashi. Nashi would do the budget version. I would plan out the competitive version. We spent hours one night talking about how to build baby raccoons and beasts when Scapegoat was at 3 during link format. Those were the good days. And Soul Chargers at 1 back then too. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a nutshell, the entire world was smoking crack.
More or less, yeah.
Crack and reefer.
More or less, but like, it's to the point where I can't wait for 3 Dynamite. I can't wait for 3 Desires again, but Triple Light Stage is gonna make me just wanna just make everyone who's playing Strict Stars just put them on an FBI watch list.
Can I interject?
Go ahead.
This has been the 5th victim that died instead of killing Hulk Fibrax.
Sounds about right.
Well, they at least
Yeah,
did it
I
to 1, so we can make the
You
assumption
can't
that it
argue.
won't be much longer now.
So they're gonna probably ban it by the
I
end.
think it's going to
They're gonna
go-
ban it by the end of the year. They're gonna ban it by the end of the year. But here's
Yeah,
2 cards. Let me say there's 3 cards that need to be adjusted on this upcoming list. Mystic Mind ban. If they eliminate, they're cocksuckers. Artifact Scythe ban.
Yes.
And the final ban that we need. I'm gonna catch some hate for saying this.
Yeah.
But
You ready?
be ready.
We're listening.
What is it?
We need to reban Engage.
No, hold on.
Yes.
Hold
It's
on.
not that big of a threat.
Stop right
Really
there.
not.
Stop right there. As a Sky Striker player, actually, when I was actively playing, no. Stop.
I want it
Get some help.
No,
Limit to Gary.
Okay, half of my playtesting friend group online is Sky Striker.
Because they're fun.
I just want it hit, so they just bitch 24/7. I like seeing my friends suffer.
See, that's why
See,
that's
there's
right there, sir.
Can I?
and I'm over here like that doesn't need to be done because like Sky Striker isn't like that
It's not-
strong anymore,
it's not
even
strong.
with
It's
Engage
not.
back.
It's
It's
not.
carried by Mystic Mind.
It's not.
That's
but
because it's a good card.
No.
Evil,
Mystic Mind.
Oh,
is evil.
The problem is,
did you say Mystic Mind's good?
It's evil but good. If
It
you're
It
playing
is.
it.
It's balanced.
Mystic Mind is literally
Jesus.
Thanos.
Alright, hold on.
We-
And before I go shower, I have 3 cards that want to come off the list. Spellbook, That's gonna happen sooner or later.
did
Just
already.
do
I
it now.
wish.
Peel off.
I wish.
Peel off the scab to bring back Spellbook. This is never gonna happen. But I have so many copies of Max C. I wanted the 3.
They're
Plus
never gonna do it.
Naxi's
Yeah, they're
wife
never
has the
gonna do it.
ulti. That's gonna make them a few grand.
They
And
can't.
and the one that I want happening, because I'm tired of Orcus players sucking balls and not having Harp. I want Harp back. It's not
those
gonna
can
do
happen.
anything.
One can possibly. And this is a guy who loved Max C when it was back in the day. Everyone loved Max C back in the day. It was the funnest card. Until you played someone who just OTK'd you or FTK, and you're just like, well, never mind. I got my hand.
Well, the thing is, I have a bunch of common Maxis, a few gold rack Maxis, which I'm gonna play, and then I have a few supers.
And then, as a guy who hates Orcus, Harp will never come back until Orcus players die. And
as a girl that loves spellbooks, the spellbook, the card that's on the ban list right now, is never going to come back.
No, I don't think it can.
It
Spellbooks
came back
are
to
really
one.
bad.
It came back to one in the
Spellbooks are
OCG.
really bad.
Yeah, but that would change the game for them like way too much.
But before
What deck is going to play it? Sky
but before-
Strikers?
Hold on, but before I go shower, I'm just gonna set a fire. Dandelion to 1, Cyberjar to 1. Bye!
Okay, before you leave, hold on a second. I have protection with Dandelion.
Right now. Dandelion can go to 3.
No, it cannot.
No, not without an
I will
errata.
not-
Not without an
I
errata.
will not.
As much as I love I know.
I am not letting
Well,
secret players have an advantage again. I will not live that hell again. No, you're not getting that card back.
Okay, seriously, who's going to play Dandelion now?
Any
lot of
plant
people-
player.
Everybody will play Dandelion.
A lot of
Wait.
Everyone
I just
will
thought of
play
something. I just
Dandelion.
thought of something. What level is Dandelion?
To be a normal monster. 3.
I think
Oh,
one.
Shapini.
Okay, we want to say something real fast. If Cyberjar comes back, I'm making so much goddamn money off rares.
That's the only reason you care. It's because you're gonna make a ton of cash off it.
Get in the shower.
Hit the showers.
Clean behind your ears. All right.
All right, now that we
I'm
got
saying
that,
this-
now that we've extinguished that dumpster fire, let's move on.
It wasn't
Please.
extinguished. It's still smoking.
Okay, first off, real quick honoration on Master Duel, the Limit 1 Festival. Did anyone even take part in that?
I did.
No, I
didn't.
I had fun. It was
I
dumb.
heard it was bad.
Yeah,
It was fun for me.
Highlander
I'm terrible.
format's always been
Which is a
weird.
trend. Which is a trend for all of these tournaments. I keep hearing they are bad.
Well, that's
Unless you're
nothing
terrible
new.
at the
Everybody
game.
hates anything that doesn't let them play whatever they want.
YuGiOh.
The new gold track that they had running had a 100 win, a 100th level or stage or whatever it is, prize of a scapegoat partner. And as much as I wanted that, I don't think I'm gonna get it.
Well, I don't play Master
Could you
Duel
explain to
anymore,
me what
so
happened to Master Duel exactly?
Master
I
Duel just
lied
became
about
just
it.
like the game itself, except worse. Because in addition to dealing with the new Extra Sister, Rocket, Reptilian, Penguin, Starry Night, Magistus, Seven Avalon, and all the other new stuff that they've added in, like, the Sword Soul and all that shit.
So you're telling me it devolved into
there's
an online
also-
version of Attack Force game?
More or less. And add to it, we
And
still
then
have to deal
there's-
with VFD and Rongo Bongo.
wait.
and also bots.
I kind of went back to
See-
Duel Links. I said, fuck it, Master Duel.
Master Duel
Yeah, no,
is
man,
only
I can't
fun
play
because
Master Duel right now.
No,
my
but
friends
he-
play it to test their decks. That's what they do, which is
That's-
understandable.
Why would you
That's-
test your decks in Master Duel? There is
We're cheap. We're broke. It's expensive for this game. We're gonna do the cheapest alternative.
You do know
That's
that
a
EDO
lot.
Pro
It's
is free,
literally
It's
right?
called EDO Pro.
We don't have
free.
PCs. Well, besides me, I have a gaming laptop.
Oh, now that's
EDO
where the
Pro is
dividing line
available on
is.
phone.
My homies all have
How
Xbox.
can you, if you can, if your PC/phone can make Master Duel work, it can make EDO Pro work.
I don't know, man. We don't trust it, dog. I don't know. Send me the
Really?
link. I'll
Really?
download it right now after this podcast, and I'll start.
We'll grab
You
that for
can-
you after the show.
Sure, yeah.
But on the
Actually,
subject
I'll be right
of...
back.
Go right ahead. On the subject of online gameplay, there is a new mobile game coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Cross Duel. It has been stealth released, and it's so far only for Android, but it seems to be a multiplayer cross game format method of playing the game, because from what I can see, it looks like it lets every era of the game play against each other online via mobile.
Is
You
it
can
the
actually-
one that MBT played?
I think so. Honestly, I'm not 100%
Like
sure.
the one that has the characters move like in a JRPG game?
Basically, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I wasn't impressed when MBT played it. If it didn't develop it beyond that, I think it's gonna flop.
I did see online though that you can actually interact with the characters by poking them on screen, and they respond back. If you poke them too much.
that kind of, yeah. I remember.
Right, or they'll just be angry with you.
Right, they actually have interactive character partners.
With the original voice actors as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
and,
You're telling me.
And they have level matching.
I can get Taya as my partner, and
theoretically, but I want to say it's just for the mains of each variant of the show.
Oh,
I would say so, yeah.
I was gonna poke Taya in the face. I'm gonna poke Taya in the face right there.
Well,
your Angel Deck is trash.
As far as recent events are concerned for the game in real life, the only one that I'm aware of is the YCS in South Carolina, and the winner played Branded Eldritch. Whoop-de-frickin-do.
Monkey.
I mean,
did anybody care?
I don't think anybody cared then, and I don't think anyone cares now.
Waiting for the hot water heater to turn on. Low housing.
Also,
sir.
No, let me correct you real fast. It was Prank Kids that won the Prank Kids that won the YCS. And the guy rushed the black player. Then he's like, "Oh, I didn't cheat. You rushed someone, you racist fuck."
Is it the Torres thing? Is this what happened with Torres?
I guess.
Okay, before I go, Drytron won the UK Nats.
Okay.
Dragon League won the French Nats. Despia won German. And basically a Romania country had a Dragoon sub-tier player cheat in the finals and win. But one last thing before I go. If Drytron wins again, ban Benton.
No, it's fine.
No, see,
you can do the
if
most
Eldritch wins
and all the rituals. Like I keep saying that, and nobody listen to me.
No, see, if Eldritch wins, you know what could come off the list? Red Reboot.
It's not gonna happen.
And then just kill Eldritch. Put
all the trap decks.
Sanguine to 1, Skill Drain back to 1, Eldland to 2.
I'm not objecting about Skill Drain.
You know, if you limit one of the traps, the continuous traps, you can kill Eldritch far harder than limiting Sanguine.
You know what I would say? Everyone just play Rogue again. Everyone play Rogue. Everyone play Rogue. Don't touch everyone in Yu-Gi-Oh! Play Rogue. They'll have to stop.
What are we playing Rogue again?
We're just all gonna play Rogue. Everyone in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is playing Rogue again. We're not even gonna touch meta. They can send out the new
I'm honestly okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that.
I'll keep playing my stuff.
I'm playing Great Kaiju, everybody.
Again.
Denko
Seka for the Eldritch matchup. GG, shake my hand. Frick you.
Absol Assassin
you
says,
out Seka, huh?
no, don't unlimit reboot.
Please do.
Unlimited reboot. You know what we could unlimit? Triceratops.
Yes!
How about Call by the Grave?
Actually, that might not be a bad idea.
It's not red reboot, but it also is a counter to all the ridiculous amount of trap decks right now.
Can we do Calamities too? No, I'm joking. Don't listen.
We could unlimit Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
No.
Calamities back.
No,
Let's see how far
Shockmaster
we go.
must stay banned.
No, Shockmaster is slow enough. Come on, guys.
No.
Think about Calamities. Come back. We need you. We all need you.
I still can't believe it's
Seriously,
not butter.
Shockmaster is too slow.
I like
All right, well,
horses. Stank.
All right, well, now I think is a good time to start talking about the upcoming products, because we do have a couple more delays.
Oh, no. Please tell me
Elsu,
Crystal
please.
Beast is not on that list of delays.
I'll get to it. I've got it written out.
Fuck you, Kitty.
Please,
So-
God.
So first
Fuck
off,
you, Kitty. No.
okay,
Sorry, Nada. Sorry.
it's fine. It's
Let him
fine.
talk. Come on.
Okay, so first off, Duels from the Deep and OTS Pack 19 are officially out. I got everything I needed out of the Duels from the Deep pack, and I am almost done with my new updated Shark deck, which I will finally be able to make a video about. I'm just waiting on a couple of things.
Nice.
The next item on the list is Legendary Duelist Season 3, which still appears to be dropping later this month on the 22nd.
Okay.
That's the pack that has the reprints for Dark Magician support, Hero support, Synchron support, Onomato support, and Poem support, as well as the support for Destiny Board, Evil Hero, Earthbound Immortal, Gimmick Puppet, and Predaplant.
Spicy.
Yeah, so if anybody's even interested in that, that's good to know. Now, after that is Power of the Elements, which still appears to be dropping on August 5th. That still seems to be coming out on time. And I'm kind of curious about that new Deep Beyond Synchro that they confirmed. The 10-star that if special Synchro summoned on the opponent's turn banishes everything.
The fish.
Fish.
Synchro Zero
Literally
Boros.
called fish. Literally
Yes.
pronounced
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's,
GHOTI, fish.
yeah. Also, one
I want fish now.
thing, one thing at this newfangled thing, like as soon as they see the synchro tuner, I'm probably just going to nuke the synchro tuner to make sure that you can't. Because last time I checked, you can ghost ogre formula.
Yes, you can. You can.
Yeah,
You can.
because it has to resolve.
Yeah.
And most importantly, stay on field.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
But
just don't
one-
want anyone to have.
The big thing I want to
Also,
know
I'm
is...
actually
Go ahead. Go ahead.
one thing that I'm actually forward to, the power of the element. One thing I'm actually looking forward to is 4 in Dark Path.
You keep cutting out.
I'm looking forward to the link 4 in Darkwing Blast that literally just says, "Hello, I'm going to make a U board in ABC."
But no,
I
it's
just
not
had to
yours.
fig-
Yeah, U-board and
I have to
ABC.
figure. I just have to figure out how to best do the U board.
Trust me,
In
if you boards
ABC.
work, Goku would be a tier 1 deck.
And I was actually going to get to that once we got to that set, which is a little bit farther down the list. But the last thing I was going to say about Power of the Elements is I want to know what the rest of the new TCG archetype that supposedly Fish is going to be a part of. Because if there's any text in there that's going to push my Shark deck forward, I want to make sure I get them before I upload the next version. Because this keeps happening. Every time I make a deck update, they release support for it in some way, like not even 6 months down the road.
Yeah, I remember that happening to you with the alien stuff.
It happened. It's
Yeah.
happened in just about every video I've released over the last couple of years.
But since it's a TCG fish deck, are we going to break Coelacanth or not? Place your bets.
Some of us are going to try, I know that much.
They could. They could.
Only time will tell.
And even
Um,
Mystery Time is.
We have
Also,
everything
if that
else. All we need
happens,
is
I will.
discussion.
No, if that happens, I will legit draw Nanashi writing, see, like telling everybody I was hit before all of y'all.
The thing is, that's happened quite a few times. With the new Melfi support that's dropping in Power of the Elements, people in the Melfi server have been testing out my Fabled techs of Unicorn and Cerberell, and they are loving it. Because
That's
the new...
pretty nice.
Yeah, because the
Out
new...
of Fabled monsters, Supergirl is one of my favorite.
And the Synchro is just
Which
incredibly
one is
annoying.
Unicorn? Which one is Unicorn? The Synchro 4 from Fabled or
Yes.
the Synchro 5?
It's the
Synchro
4-star
4?
Synchro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fabled Unicorn says if both players have the same number of cards in hands, any of the
Negate
opponent's
everything.
activated effects are automatically negated and destroyed. And given that Melfi's bounce back to hand in droves, and they got that new Synchro monster that can Synchro out of hand, you can freely control the number of cards in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good strat.
Sounds not fair at all.
It sounds not fair, but it's completely codependent on your opponent doing anything.
So it's completely fair.
No, it's not. Let me play
It
my
is fair.
Joodles,
It's fair.
damn it. Let me just play my cute slime monsters.
It's like playing against Cyframe. All you have to do is do nothing, and you win.
Or,
Indeed.
or, play Trap Monsters.
Hey!
You can't beat Trap Monsters in Cyframes. Oh wait, they have a Trap Negator. Shit,
Like they
All
play
right,
it.
scoop
Yeah.
I
phase.
forgot that much.
Okay, after Power of the Elements, Tactical Masters, which was delayed before, still appears to be coming out on August 26th. But there is something we need to talk about. They confirmed the English names for the 3 archetypes. Labyrinth
God.
is still going to be Labyrinth. That much is fine. They have changed the name of Mr. Rune. It is officially going to be called Runic.
Oh.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
I like
fine.
that's I feel like that's easier to pronounce too.
It is.
So how much did they butcher the third one? Because
Valiance.
they always butcher one.
Well, I'm going to type it out so you can see it and I can make sure I'm pronouncing it right. I believe that the way this word is pronounced is Valance.
Yeah, it
Oh,
looks like
God.
Valance. Yeah, it looks like it.
Ah,
I can
great.
believe it's called Valance.
That's something out
Yeah.
of the 2000s.
Yeah,
And they
Yeah,
and that Z is not a typo, by the way. They purposely made it end with a Z.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, that is just 2000s right there.
So it's
That's-
basically like fur higher again. One fur higher, who will fist harder.
Hey,
God
take
damn it,
offense to
Ruffy
that.
used my joke. I hate that.
Hey,
Hold
I'm a
on,
furry
hold
too.
on.
I get to do all
I wonder
those.
if the weird naming
I'm
of
part
fur
of the
hire
Ooga
confirms
Booga
that
community. What's
someone in
a for
Konami is
hire?
actually a furry.
Uh,
It's questioning.
well,
Go commit the ubu.
Ew.
ah.
Damn it.
Rara.
Oh
Alright,
Do
fuck.
that,
done.
son of
Come on.
And I freaked out.
Okay.
That was
I
right.
did
Um,
everything I said.
Remember, it's not always about the ara ara or the ooh ooh. It's about draw your last pathetic card, Yugi.
Oh,
My
dear
God.
God.
Okay,
shit.
Deck
Grandma.
has no
My deck
pathetic
has no
cards,
pathetic card.
God, what is
but
this,
it has
yo?
one
Welcome to
card.
an Anashi podcast, ladies
That's
and
the
gentlemen.
Unstoppable
Welcome
and
to
Zodiac
Absolute
deck.
Chaos. Get used to this.
I'm the new guy here. And this
I
is just
apologize in
beautiful.
advance. So we can't get in
Yeah.
trouble for this.
Look, Mr.
Yeah,
Orichalcos,
we
I
always go
charge you
off
very
the rails
special.
for this.
All right.
I wonder what this title is.
Next on the list,
begin
2022 Tin of the Pharaoh's Gods still appears to be coming out September 16th.
All I pray for in that pin, just give me deep reprint so I could finally finish my B.
No. Shut up and give me money,
Mm.
Konami.
Hey, you've been playing this game
Yeah.
for years. That's awesome. No.
Oh.
Let us know if you need another no.
That sounds like a regular Konami thing.
Right.
They keep you on hold, and you're just like, "We are Konami. We'll eventually get that card on the
They keep
TCG
you
for
on
you."
hold? Nah. You mean they kick you out?
They kick you out.
I'm often terrified that if I ever do go and design, like I'll be like, "Hey Konami, I could help design cards." Konami just sits there and laughs at me.
Yeah, if they wanted to
Indeed.
keep good designers, they wouldn't have fired Kojima.
That's true. Can't even argue
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Can't argue that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, now next up is a little weird. Only a couple of us are really interested in the Speed Duel stuff. I'm interested in it because it gives us interesting reprints at certain rarities. The Speed Duel Tournament Pack, which drops on September 28th, which is a Wednesday for some reason, is going to carry ultra rare reprints of Old Vindictive Magician and Mind Crush,
Mine.
Addictive
Rush.
Magician, what the frick?
as well as super rare reprints
Level 2
of...
Flipmaster. Haven't heard of that in ages.
Right? It was used in low-level spellcaster spam back when that mattered.
With Apprentice Magician and Magician of Fate.
Exactly. And it's also going to have super rare reprints of Breaker the Magical Warrior and New Doria.
Actual old school Yu-Gi-Oh players, but pandering.
Pretty much.
Holy,
Indeed.
holy Celtic underwear! I haven't heard that name since I was a youngster. Old
A young
people
boy.
slash
Holy
Old
Celtic
Flash.
underwear. I think we found the name of the podcast, folks.
Actually, that is on the list. I will put that on the list.
We're going to make a
Alright.
list for this very special episode?
I always make a list of potential topic names for this podcast.
And they're
That sounds
always
about right.
obscured and weird and funny at the same time.
That's how it's supposed
They
to
have-
be.
Are-
That's how you
Everyone
get a
up to as
podcast to be
the
known.
Walmart Batman.
Okay,
Weird
At
names
least you know
are
it's
weird
not going to
people.
be a clickbait either. It's like, hi, I am a clickbait. Click me, please. And then you click it and you realize, well, that's
Is it
not
a
what I was looking
clickbait if you
for.
admit it?
Clickbait
Is
spot.
I mean, no, but like, that's that's the
The mystery.
representation of what a clickbait is. It's like,
I'm
I'm a
lost in the
clickbait.
back
I'm
room.
obviously a clickbait. Don't worry. I may not seem like a clickbait at first, but I am a clickbait. Please click on me.
and
It's
I
like those
try my
ads you
hardest
see,
to avoid
man.
that.
I hate those
Mhm.
ads. Like you see
Me
the ad
too.
for a game, and then you do it, and it's like, oh, this is not the game I looked at the ad for. Why is that? Why can't you just the game be this ad? Looks cool. Someone make this idea. Make money off of this, goddamn it! I will pay for it. I'm a sucker.
Exactly.
I'm a dumb, irresponsible young adult with money. I would totally pay for this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Uh,
Next up is the structure deck, Legends of the Crystal Beasts. It
Oh,
is
God.
still dropping on September 30th.
Oh
Perfect.
no.
And that does include their new fusion monsters and their new continuous
Oh.
spell that makes me want to stab myself with a kitchen fork.
I
Hey,
don't want. I don't care about their
That's what you want
fusions.
to stab yourself over? Not
Hey,
the absolutely
Konami.
abhorrent Dark
If I
Crystal
give
Beasts?
you
Oh, not
the
at all. I'm just
Glock
being facetious.
2000, can you not release this for me personally?
No, I want this. God damn it!
Konami.
I will fight you, nerd.
The
I
Glock
will
Glock
fight you,
3000.
nerd.
All your
Oh,
employees
God.
and executives, can you not release it?
Kitty. I'm gonna say this once. I'm gonna say this just
Please,
once.
Trice.
Fight me,
I love
nerd.
you. I
It's
love
going to
you.
seduce
Wait,
you.
how would they
I
advance
just
the
met
Crystal
you, but I
Beast? How
love
would they
you.
advance Crystal Beast?
And my best friend plays Crystal Beast, and he talks so much shit about how he'll whoop my ass with it. So that's why I don't want him to have it. I already lived it. I'm not letting
It
him get
sounds
that
like a
over
whole
me.
lot of a you problem.
Yeah, it
I,
does.
oh,
And
I
Tim,
don't always.
I heard what you said about Advanced Crystal Beast. I got that covered. We're getting to that soon.
Oh god, I
I
hate
hope not.
Advanced Crystal Beast. It was not that great.
In the meantime, though, OTS Tournament Pack 20 has been confirmed for October 5th.
Oh boy, skill drain, yay!
Actually, the only card that
There it-
they've confirmed that's coming out for that so far is Ghost Reaper Ultimate Rare.
One that nobody
I
cares
know.
about.
They
Format.
know about Blight.
You know about Spike. And the thing is, I said, oh boy, skill drain Alti when we need an Alti Ash. Because they're not going to give us a common Ash in the structure deck. If they give us a common Ash in the structure deck, disrespect of nukes to start flying.
I mean,
Did
they
they do
gave it
that
to us
for
last
It's power
time.
for them
Overgrade?
to ban Haku Fibrax. Because Ash
Mm.
is now tied with it if you play Blight.
I'm
Alright.
just saying. That's
I'm
Yeah.
telling you now, we finally got common Ghost Ogre. I'm happy for that. But if we get another common Ash, my Walmart's going to hate me. They got pissed off at me. They stopped me from buying all the cyber decks, but when the soul decks came out, I cleared them out. And then one little kid wanted one, and I'm like, okay. And the parents like, should I give it $12? I'm like, I was his age once. All I used to get was a starter deck every week. He could have it. So I bought 10 of the starter decks and gave one away.
Now that's
And
very
then
kind
you're
of
You're
you.
a good man.
That's
You're a very
a
good
good
man.
thing to
Very
do.
good. Very kind. Good
Well, we
Samaritan.
got the kid's also autistic, and I got a younger sibling. who's
Okay.
super autistic.
Okay. That wasn't none of, you know,
Let me
we
finish.
really
I got a younger sibling who's super autistic, and who was really good at the game. So he's like, if you see any autistic kid, just give them stuff for free. Because when he moved to England, he didn't get shit. He got abused. His autistic got worse. So I'm like, I see a little bit of my brother in him. I'm like, oh man, I ain't gonna let a kid with autism down.
I respect
him
you
mad
for being
respect.
that kind, but at the same time, we really need to talk about your ability to end your conversations a sentence early.
Man.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But anyways, next up is the Speed Duel GX Midterm Paradox box. Still know nothing about its individual cards other than it's going to have secret rare variants of what they consider popular GX era cards. And I'm thinking that means a secret rare version of Elemental Hero Thunder Giant.
No, but here's the thing. Are they going to have fixes Gate Guardian, but Gate Guardian is literally the most infamous meme in all of.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the
That's a
pre-built
possibility.
decks is going to be the Paradox Brothers, so that leads me to believe it's going to be there.
I swear to God, if
Hopefully.
they put the Gate Guardians in Speed Duel, I will literally play Speed Duels. I don't give a fuck if it's ass.
They will have.
Wow.
I've no doubt that they'll make a skill card specifically for Gate Guardian.
Probably.
You know,
I
out
don't
of
care. I don't
Does that-
care if I go
I thought
1
it
in
existed
23.
already.
I don't care if I go 1 in 23 with the deck that I returned Yu-Gi-Oh with. I played the XYZ deck with Kaiba's deck.
Ah.
honestly,
Only one.
I'm
Only
gonna
one
be-
match.
I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the original Yu-Gi-Oh characters, the Paradox Brothers were like literally my least favorite. They annoyed the shit out of me.
They annoyed the shit out of everyone. That was their point.
They know the shit out of everyone, but when you got elements to something, please sign me up.
I don't know, man. There's rarely any character annoyed me. I love all the characters and villains they made the show.
I mean, every time I played Diablo, I was a mage. Every time I played Final Fantasy, I was a mage. I love that shit. Elements, all that, feed that shit to me.
Oh, so you're the first one to die in D&D. You're a wizard. All right.
No, in D&D, I played the stupid barbarian. I acted like I had no IQ.
They're no different from what you are now. I mean, I'm genuinely kidding. I'm genuinely kidding. Just as a heads up.
Well, I play a sorcerer.
You into the goddamn sun.
Hey, no, if you play sorcerer, you are just the chat of the magic community. That's what it is. You got your powers for doing nothing, essentially. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Your dad's a dragon. Oh man, barbarian fighter guy.
Yeah.
Actually, I
please.
actually ended up picking the Clockwork Soul subclass, so apparently I'm connected to the Clockwork dimension.
Oh God.
Interesting.
Yeah, the world's right there.
So speaking of D&D, before we move on, have you guys seen the Florida Man video? Florida Man plays D&D.
No.
No, I didn't see that.
He's from Man Shorts?
Hold on, let me look.
I have been falling apart on my Florida Man lore.
Florida Man.
Me too. I haven't.
It would be from
Man.
Man Shorts if you go Florida Man plays D&D.
Yeah, it's Man Shorts.
Yeah, I told you. I always watch their stuff. Yeah, I haven't caught up on it. I haven't seen the last recent Florida Man edition of D&D.
It wasn't as funny as the other one because they had to cut back because YouTube restrictions.
Yeah, that figures.
One of my favorite VTubers
Have
had
you
Ash
seen what
Peaks out.
YouTube is?
That's enough.
Well, next on the list is something we're going to talk about for a couple of minutes because there's a lot to discuss. Darkwing Blast. First off, the link for the Reborn mentioned earlier, which is completely generic and can be summoned off of 1+ effect monsters, meaning once you use up all of Apollosis negates, you can just play this thing.
Are you kidding me?
It's hilarious.
It's a hilarious thing.
Or you can, and for the funsies, use it in a link deck and to reboot Firewall Dragon because it's once on the field and not so hard once per turn.
Like it
that's kind of
shit.
Spicy. Fuck, dude.
It gets better. It has two incredibly powerful effects. One, it pops in any number of cards at the number of co-linked monsters on the field. Doesn't have to point to it. Doesn't have to be yours.
Oh,
dude, I love how spicy people get with their fucking firewall text now that the card's like sort of dog shit.
No.
And two,
it also is super good in Sirak and Cherboot because you can just loop it.
But you also Striker is gonna abuse the fuck out of linkage. Yeah.
You know what else is spicy?
If you're going to summon a link for Strikers.
Well, the good news is that its
spicy?
pop effect is only during the battle phase.
Okay.
But its other effect is more problematic, which is that it can banish all monsters on the field and then resummon them in face-up attack or face-down defense.
You know what's funny about that? If some of the monsters have like a special class to special summon them, you can't return them. So basically, let's say if you have, I don't know, like a monster that says you can only be special summoned through insert summoning method. If it's banished, you cannot return it.
Yep. If it's got a semi-Nomi or a Nomi, odds are it's not coming back.
Only be special summoned once per turn, like Eagle.
Or any of the Shiranui synchros.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
We're just lucky that that second effect is not a quick effect. Only the one that the pops cards equal to the number of co-linked monsters is. So we got lucky there.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
We did.
To be
If we didn't
fair,
have that
it is
part, it
it
was
is it is
terrible.
a link for to just banish the entire field. They can set it face down.
yep.
Yeah, but here's
At
also
worst.
some cause there's some funny flickering effects because the the flicker can reset certain effect. It can help you it can help you make a U board, and once I get him, I am putting Trigate Wizard back into my ABC, and I'm gonna find a way to U board with it.
That makes perfect sense.
Mm.
Trigate is arguably one of the best cards you can co-link with.
Or firewall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One
Well,
of.
Priya had a
Yeah.
firewall anyway.
No,
Yeah.
firewall didn't even need to be co-linked to be abused.
All right, well, continuing down the list of absurdity coming from Darkwing Blast, we got 2 new archetypes confirmed so far. One of which is, I believe it's pronounced Bisted.
Yes.
It's a new
Yeah.
series of dark and light dragons. The dark ones are level 6, the light ones are like 10 or higher. And they have a small branded tie-in, but their boss monster is the big problem. While it's face up after it's been summoned properly, which is by tributing 2 level 6 or higher dragons, everything has its effects negated. Anything that is a fusion, ritual, synchro, exceeds, or link has its effects negated.
That seems fair.
Which
I
means
think
that the only things that still have their effects are pendulums.
I think I
yeah,
remember
Hey!
Nez
pendulums.
telling
We
me about
forget-
this.
We forget pendulums.
We all do.
No, but
Because
Yeah,
they
we don't
don't
talk about
matter.
them.
Unless you're Triff Gaming.
Obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's going to be
That's-
thrilled if he can find a way to
It's a
put them
silly
in there.
universe. That's not in the real world.
And I can already see the flood of Penbest deck gifs.
Also,
Yeah.
I should mention its second effect is that if it's removed from the field by an opponent's card effect, both players' extra decks get banished face up until the end of the next turn.
Oh, that's rude.
Turned.
That's not fair.
Nope.
That's rude.
Very.
That's
You know,
That is
it's
a
funny.
big
They
yuck
printed a
from
deck
me.
like that when
I would play it.
probably the next structured remake is going to be the Chaos Dragon structure deck. So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
you know what terrifying thing I just thought of?
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder Dragon.
That
Oh.
could
Maybe
be
if they unban
something.
Colossus.
That
What's
could be
more
something.
terrifying would be the chicken nuggies without the chicken.
So is this like
Or KFC without
dipping
chickens.
sauce?
It'll just be
Exactly.
KF.
It's like a hash brown without any hash. It's just a brown.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or a burning
not good,
bush with
just have brown.
bush.
All right, well, the next archetype is arguably even more annoying. The new Kshatri Law deck, which is a 7-star psychic archetype that can banish cards from your deck, your hand, your extra deck, your field, anytime you do anything. It's like the new variant of Mech Knights, except more painful to face.
Also,
And
they
it
have a,
also,
like
Brighter
a,
note,
the
on the
Xyz has
brighter
a
note, they have
drama
lots
effect.
of decks.
Yes,
Like
actually,
Silic
Tim.
and Turbo.
Actually, Tim,
Yeah,
yes, I was
they-
just about to say that. Their rank 7 is the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen. Every single time a card is banished face down, that rank 7 has the ability to target and permanently lock a zone from being able to be used so long as it is face up on the field. And that thing's got 3 grand defense and Dyson Sphere battle protection.
So you're
it's
telling
gonna
me
get
And this is why I play
Isn't it Dinkirso?
And this is why I play monkey flip decks. God dang, why would these special summons?
It's
Yeah, I
gotten to
learned-
the point now that I just refuse to play against that new level 7 deck.
I
refuse. The
I
moment
do
it
too.
comes up, I'm out.
Guys,
Nah,
I'll
it's not
touch it.
that hard, but I
I've
learned the
actually
hard way
played
that you
against
can't
this
destroy it.
Hang
Because
on, hang on, hang
when
on.
they use this, oh yeah.
Sorry. Reborn was trying to say something. Hang on. What were you
Guys,
going to say?
I've actually played against this deck. That shit is legitimately terrifying because they can rebuild that. I supernova'd them twice, and they still got half my extra deck gone.
Yep.
It's
You're
not,
telling
not
me
really that hard to beat. The only
we
issue is
just-
they've already established the rank 7, then you're way too behind.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. They can also summon number 78.
78?
Diabolosis?
No,
Numbers
that's
archive.
89. That's 89, not 78.
I mean, they can summon number 89, Diablosis.
Yeah, that
Diablos.
one.
Diabolosis finally found
Well,
his
how about number
home.
11? How about number 11, Big Eye? They can summon the shit easily too.
Dude, you go summon Big Eye. That's the real play right there.
And then,
Yes.
Also,
and
summon
then
Dracosack.
your extra deck is summon. Just see your extra deck just.
Dude,
Go
that
bye-bye.
just sounds so trash. To the fact that what happens if you rely on your extra deck, and you say no zones you can use?
Sorry.
Well, what are we gonna do? And what happens if you're a pendulum player? No one plays pendulum here.
You can activate skill drain.
Thank you. Skill drain is a legitimate strategy. I don't care what anyone says. It's the best.
And
card
when you
ever.
activate that skill
Play
drain,
true Draco. Play true Draco.
and when you
Play true
activate that
Draco.
skill
Yeah,
drain,
no,
they've
that's
got a continuous trap that'll snipe a card out of your extra deck.
God, no,
Do you
from your
think I
hand.
care? I'm playing
From your
Eldritch.
hand.
Oh, your hand. My bad.
It'd be
Oh,
worse.
I'm sitting
Why
fine.
can't we have anything good in Yu-Gi-Oh?
We do.
This
It's
spell,
called
though, is
Kashani
amazing.
Law, and nobody likes it.
Capitalism is a bitch. It's called capitalism.
Never
Okay.
have
It's a
fun in
bitch.
This
Yu-Gi-Oh.
spell, though, is very
blame my
annoying. That
best friend
banish
and his
tree from
Dracos.
graveyard is very annoying.
This is not going to be a fun time for the game. But
It's not.
we did get
I
a
was about to come back.
we did get a slew of support for a bunch of older archetypes. The Blackwing support is incredibly good, although I'm disappointed.
It's good, but you're
Wait,
disappointed.
how do you put that next to disappointment?
The problem with it is not that it's bad or that it does anything overpowered. The problem is that it resigns the deck down to a burn deck.
Nothing wrong with that.
It turns
I like burn.
Blackwings,
You know what?
a synchro brawler deck, into a burn deck.
You know, Narashi, you say that, but you do realize that people still play Blackwing as Kali-Yuga Turbo, and to be honest, Blackwing was all about taking damage to do things, so burning your opponent seems like a decent standoff. Don't you
Yeah,
think?
but when
a
your
good
opponent
point.
summons two level 10 synchros, where every
Oh,
time
yeah,
you
that's a
activate
big thing.
any card effect, burns you for 700 damage each, and gains a counter.
You know what's really annoying? That thing has now officially replaced the what's his face, Flare Metal Dragon.
I know. It's
That's
terrifying.
sad.
But as far as other supports are concerned, Tier Element's getting more. Cool.
Tell me.
Their fusion evolution is actually kind of scary.
Yeah. The Naturia support, though, that is incredibly good.
Yeah,
It's good,
and the
yeah.
Cheerios are coming back,
On
baby.
Naturia standards, that's amazing.
Dude,
The
that terrifying.
the Vernalizer support makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Wow, that got dark
Vernalizer
real
is-
fast.
I got
Because
dark.
all it
Sadly,
does,
Vernalizer is a deck that's only good for other decks to use.
Yes.
Sadly.
and it gave them a boss monster and a field spell, and in order to use the boss monster's negate that doesn't activate, you gotta control 5 monsters.
Yeah, that's horribly
I don't even-
hard.
That's
I don't
painful.
even think Vernalizer have room for scapegoat.
Nope.
Which would actually fix the issue with having 4 monsters.
Yes, it would. That's the stupid part. Instead, everybody's mixing it with every other Earth deck imaginable. Don't get me started on those god dang Earth Fairies from Ishizu's deck.
Earth Fairies?
Yeah, Ishizu
yeah.
Ishar's archetype, which was Agido, Kelbeck, and Keldo and the like, is now an official thing, and I'm going to get to that in a minute.
Before you do that, has anyone of you noticed that the new Vernalizer boss monster looks a lot like Windrose, the Elemental Lord?
Kind of.
I haven't really paid attention.
I don't notice these things.
Oh, by the way, Nashi, do you want to do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist prediction? Because it's getting closer to that time. Because
Nah.
because it was
Oh yeah, there it is.
because it was July 2 years before that,
Yeah, this
June
thing.
last year, and then July. I'm predicting we're gonna get a ban list before Euros.
Probably, but there's no
What
point
are
in
they even
predicting
going to
it.
ban?
We will not be right.
Yeah.
Aren't
I'll
they
be
even going to
right.
ban?
I'm never wrong.
We're gonna ban these nuts.
Probably.
Got him!
Unfortunately, Euros.
So, next
We're
on
cool.
next on the list of legacy support, the Draco Slayers.
Oh yes, I've been messing them
The most
around with
hype
them
thing
in
that came out of
Dynamis.
the set.
The Draco Slayer support is the coolest thing that came out of this pack set. No argument.
They turned Ignister Prominence into a terraforming.
Yes. Yes, they did.
Yeah,
I
it's
will
good.
say though,
That's a good terraforming.
the Draco Slayer used for Dynamists, it's good, but it's not what Dynamists need. But even
Nope.
still, it makes Dynamists a little bit more playable, I guess. I mean, the
it's-
best I've been able to do is a Titanic Galaxy and a 3 negate Appaloosa.
I mean, it's a curtain raiser plus a charge. Sounds decent enough.
Well, next on the list is something I'm happy about: the for hire support.
Oh,
Very
yes.
random.
That's good.
For
Oh,
hire.
dude, I should have never sold my fucking core. I had 4 higher cores the last time I went to locals, and they all fucking sold. Even my secret rare fucking French core that someone wanted. I told them, well, if you play for hire in French, all you gotta do is surrender your duels, because that's all French people do.
And the stuff they gave us is not only amazing, it's also fun to look at, because we got the dinosaur baby, which looks like it came straight out of the Lost World dinosaur structure, and Dog Mom.
Something to say about the dinosaur baby. Not
Is the
mama.
dog mom hot?
Yes.
I gotta
Okay.
say,
The most important feature: are they hot?
Is there another reason for these cards to have art?
Hold on. Hold on. Does
Meanwhile,
anyone
all
get?
of you talking about how hot they are, I keep hearing that the cars are
Does
like
anyone
completely
get? Does
outside
anyone
the
get the not?
next place field.
Does
It
anyone
should
get
have
the
been Luke
not?
1, not 2.
Damn it! Does anyone get the not the mama reference from the dino?
Yes.
No.
Not the
Okay.
mama, not the mama, not the mama.
Yeah, it's the dino. Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Trying my best not to laugh, but because my jaw.
This man's dying. Someone help him. You're bored.
Don't worry,
No
he'll
CPR!
Don't worry, he'll come back covered in a few more scorch marks.
Ah, yeah, fair.
Okay.
True.
Next up is the ninja support.
I love
God.
it. It's awesome.
Oh my
leaving.
god!
I'm
Hold
leaving.
It's awesome.
No. Let me say something about this. Lithium put out a Dinomorphia Ninja deck, and I'm sitting here like, why did you do this?
Because YouTube.
Also,
Exactly.
Fuck!
also,
The tube of
Yeah,
you.
it wasn't bad. It was just weird.
I got
It's-
ninja attack
back.
blocked by ninjas.
no, but here's the thing with Ninja. I was kind of surprised. Like, the fusion is really freaking good. You're probably gonna still run some stuff to spam the armor, but after that, holy, because
The insect one's like pretty good because it's in the gate.
Well,
yeah, but they get their own sub-terror fiendus and something that says all ninjas punch you in the nuts.
Yeah.
it's really
The only issue that I have with the new ninja support is the 2-star water insect ninja, basically power crept Penguin Brave.
Rip.
Also,
I love it. I love the fact
It's-
they did.
It does the exact
One is
same
a
thing
synchro mon-
Penguin Brave does, almost word for word, except it's a main decker that can be summoned from hand. It's a borderline hand trap.
but it's not a generic synchro. I mean, there
It's
is a
not.
difference.
It's a monster you play in the main deck.
So it could be a break. I think it needs to be added, right? Is it the one?
No.
No, is that the one, or am I thinking of another one?
It's the 2-star water insect.
My brain still keeps on going. Penguins.
Yep. Penguins.
When are we going more penguins? That's the real question.
They'll probably
God.
give it to us in another year and a half.
Probably.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And
That's
then
very optimistic.
Dude, the low 4 one. Someone called it bomb mommy.
Oh
Level
yeah, the
3.
level
Now I'm
4,
hearing-
the super muscular one.
now I'm hearing, Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Mommy,
Oh,
sorry.
for God's sake.
Of course.
Moving
The
on,
rocket's pretty good through.
the prediction princess support is next.
Oh.
That's the new support is kind of legit, honestly.
It is.
Yeah, I have a
Pretty good.
friend
Pretty good.
playing with them right now. She's got a massive 6 monster board turn 1. And I'm
Yeah.
over here like, Duel!
And of course, per their usual, they gave new support to Albaz, Tri-Brigade, and Adventurer.
When is that
That was
lore
Brigade.
going to end, please?
What was it?
And
Flight
Splight.
Thunder
When is
Support
this lore
2.
going to end? Man, when is this lore of Albaz and his friends going to end, please? Can we move on to the next arc?
Same here.
That's a great question.
never.
I'm glad you
But-
asked.
yeah.
Never. Forever. It will go forever.
Now the only
Duel.
other
Yes, it will.
and the
It's like
only
the
other
story that goes on and on.
oh for God's sake.
Story is different.
The never-ending story of Albaz.
This
Exactly.
is the lore that
The bad
never
one.
Never
ends.
ends. It just goes on and on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
Neither am I. The last support card worth mentioning that comes out in Darkwing Blast that we're aware of that I actually think is kind of cool is the salmon support.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
it looks like fish.
Terror
We're getting more
Queen
fish?
Salmon.
Yes,
Terror Queen Salmon.
it's Infernal Queen Salmon to make it's okay.
Close enough.
I didn't even notice this at first. I'm an idiot for not seeing it sooner. Terror King Salmon is literally a joke on Terror King Archfiend, the chess Archfiend, which is why the new one is Infernal Queen Salmon. And if you read her
Oh.
effect,
Playing this game for
Yeah.
2 decades and I have never noticed.
and when she dies, she summons Vile Pawn Salmon tokens.
Just like
Ha, ha,
Infernal
ha,
Archfiend.
God.
I
So-
feel
so
so stupid for not noticing that.
We're
Dude,
still
this is
talking
the
about
best-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
This is the biggest
Yes,
brain
we
shit
are.
I ever seen.
So should we mention to her that we love a good fish stew?
Too soon.
Of course. Of
Biggest
What
course.
you
brain
do
shit
about
ever.
fish stew. All right, well, moving to the next product, and this one's a bit of a head scratcher. We finally got confirmation on the name of the holiday box that's dropping on November 4th, which is Magnificent Mavens.
Not maidens? We're
Maven.
still maidenless then.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fairy
Yeah, we're
tale,
still
but it's
maidens. We
okay.
have no maidens.
It comes with the new support and sleeves for Sky Striker, Mayakashi, and Witchcrafter, and for some reason, the Ishizu Ishtar deck, which is the Earth Fairies.
Huh.
Well, I say continued support. So, I still think we're still going to get Legendary Duelists 10 in the TCG.
Eventually. The other
Yeah,
thing
it's
worth
gonna be-
mentioning about this pack is that it's also going to have reprints of the Blackluster Soldier Link again, Sword Soul of
Oh,
Moye,
still-
The most useless link tree ever.
Trap Trick
Man died.
Sarah, and Blue Eyes Abyss.
You know those Nashi, you know those air fresheners? I got one right next to me and just blew in my face.
Oh, yeah, I hate when that happens.
The BLS
Oh,
link
fuck
is still
me.
going to be 50. The BLS link is still going to be 50 quid upon release.
And not played by anybody.
Because no one wants it.
Actually, it will be played by certain people, but
You
Yeah,
know,
let's-
it's sad that freaking Gaia Link 3 was more played than the BLS Link.
That's true. That's
yeah,
fact.
that's actually true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we got confirmation on Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge. Its date was moved to November 18th. And it appears to be the import pack for everything in Animation Chronicle 2, which includes the Crystal Skull, the Dynatank, the Poker Knights, the G-Golem import, the Advanced Crystal Beasts, and for some reason this new archetype from Arc V called Doodle Beast.
That sounds lit.
It's
I want to play
Doodle.
Doodle
That
Beast.
sounds cool. I wish they did more.
Doodle Bops. But
Thing
Doodle
is,
Beast.
Can you do more of that one?
3 cards, though. I think there's just 3 cards.
Which is still
That's
enough
what
of
people
an
want us to
engine
do.
for dinosaurs to abuse it.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
Of
it
course.
is.
Of course it is.
Yes, it
I mean,
is. Can
For
vouch
the
as a
longest
dino
time,
player.
for the longest time, Winwich only had like 3 good cards to use, and that's what everyone used.
Fair enough.
Correction, they had only 3 cards, period.
Well, they had a synchro and a fusion, but like we don't talk
We
about.
don't count. We don't talk about that.
We
Yeah, we
never
don't- we
talk
don't-
about this.
It's like we don't talk about Bruno.
Ah, nice reference.
But everybody talks about Bruno.
We don't
No,
talk
so we
about
don't,
Bruno.
apparently.
I'll talk about Bruno, dog.
We only talk about it to say we don't talk about Bruno. There we go.
There it is. Facts.
Now that's the last product with a date. We're still waiting on a few other things, like the Structured Ekar Devil's Gate for the new Dark World support, which I am dreading.
I'm not. I'm gonna be happy with that.
If it wasn't for the fact that it's just being used to facilitate a new hand loop, I'd be excited about it too.
Dude, I can't wait for that new reprint of Snow. Hopefully,
You
if they have it, please.
But there is another funny way to skip your opponent's turn using the same strat.
Yeah, it's
could be just a
Neko
funny-
Mane
a
King or something.
Yeah, it could be just a funny rogue deck. Why not?
Like here, we're gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh, but instead of me not just playing, or instead of you not playing Yu-Gi-Oh, or no, instead of I fucked it up. Sorry.
It's
You
fine.
better.
We can tell.
Better. I'm joking though.
Brain don't do brain things.
Do you need me to teach you the way of the Unga Bunga? I can teach you the way. I've made
Maybe.
Still no information on Duelist Pack, Duelist Pyroxene, which is going to have the Amazonas support and the Mortronic support, and supposedly it was going to have the Ishizu Ishtar support, but where that's been ripped out, we don't know what's going to happen with that.
I'm just happy for the Amazonas because those are women can take care of me.
Oh
any day of the
shit!
week.
You know, I swear.
This reaction.
Man, we horny on main today.
I swear. I guess we honing on main. I swear, if they make their Seiju deck wait like more time than needed, someone needs to get fucking slapped across the dick. Is that lady? The dick. Like literally.
As
dick
if it's a
slap.
woman.
Oh, slap.
I mean,
Or attack
I'm a
helicopter.
woman and I still have a dick.
Or attack
Oh.
helicopter. How about that?
Yes.
Okay, this topic has gone out of hand.
Yeah, let's move on to the next topic.
All of these topics
Please.
do.
Now, there's the matter of the Pharaonic Legends Special Pack, which does not have a date confirmed, but it's only supposed to have the new Trap Monster support for Odeon. So my suspicion is they're going to just throw that into Animation Chronicle 2, Battles of Legend, Crystal Revenge.
Yeah, that'll be good. I would.
We shall wait and see.
And the last thing on my list, which I'm actually very excited about, we got the next deck build pack announced, which is Amazing Defenders, and we got cover art for a card from each of their decks. There's Mikanko, at least I think I'm pronouncing that properly, which is a ritual deck that appears to be fruit maiden themed.
So we do have
So
maidens.
plants.
We're no longer maidenless.
Wait, so we're bringing Neo Nectar into Yu-Gi-Oh?
Probably.
I mean, rituals are always been like that one entity. No one really, there's only a few ritual decks that have been able to be successful.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens with it.
Tell that to Drytron. We haven't heard the last of them for like 3 years now.
That's
Right.
fair. That's fair. I'll shut up now.
It's fine. Next up is the Puri archetype, I believe I'm pronouncing that properly, which, according to their page, is an Xyz monster that grows when it receives love.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of love to give.
Yes, that.
You couldn't have made a
Cute
more
one.
obscure name or obscure description.
The artwork looks like a Sylveon had a child with the Buster Whelp.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It looks
Yeah,
like
it looks
I
that.
need to see this. I need to see this.
scratch
for
that.
fact.
Friggin'
This is
cute.
the worst description you could have made.
Is it? Hold on. Why are we making weird? Why is Konami combining two things together to make a new thing? Like you have a
They do
baby
that
with
what,
this
though?
thing.
Ideas because they have run out of them.
There's nothing wrong with making more babies out of babies. I mean, wait, that came out wrong.
That's what I'm trying to.
Now, the last archetype is the one that has no additional information, but it's the one I'm most excited about, and it's called Rescue Ace.
Dude, I love that one already. It's a big robot.
It's a gigantic fire truck robot made of multiple what looks like fire truck amalgamations, and it reminds me of one of my more recently discovered favorite shows from over in Japan, Tomika Hero Rescue Force and Tomika
Rescue
Hero Rescue
Force.
Fire.
That's
Now-
the first thing I thought about when I saw the.
Now, for those, it's basically a Sentai, but it's not a Sentai. It was a show that promoted these little figurine cars, die-cast cars, that were all about like fire department workers, policemen, and things like that. And the show itself was pretty well done.
If it's
Also,
a giant...
it had Segata Sanshiro on it, so
He was the one who ran the whole show. No pun intended. I dropped a couple of video links for you guys to look at whenever you want to, but this is basically what this archetype is going to be. I'm already predicting it. And that
it's going to be... Go ahead, Nat.
Nah, I was just going to say, that's everything Yu-Gi-Oh! Related I have to talk about.
I was going to say, so if it's like, we got a super giant robot combined of other fire trucks.
That's what it looks like.
And you're telling me that we're probably going to get that giant, maybe, what did we see what kind of card it's going to be like? It's just a big giant monster?
We don't know anything more. We just know...
I think it's going to be an XYZ, if not a fusion, and we have the other small ones come together.
Usually they change up the types when it comes to what the archetypes are going to be, which is why one of them is a ritual deck, one of them is an Xyz deck, and rumor has it, although I don't know where they got this from, that this one might be contact fusion, which makes the most sense if it's based on what I think it is.
That sounds about right.
Nice.
That sounds lit.
That's cool.
I see.
If it's ritual bestow, contact
fusion
contact is awesome.
No, the logical thing, and I would probably think about, these rescue guys can exploit dimensional fusion, like ABC. Have as soon as the piece of the graveyard, you're like, dive, chicken, dive.
And I just dropped the image of the rescue ace. Oh, we lost someone. Oh, there we are.
They're back.
I got back. I had to throw some laundry and.
Who let the Power Rangers into Yu-Gi-Oh?
They were already in the game years ago.
Yeah,
You've been in there already.
Megazords into Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh wait, that's 2 into Yu-Gi-Oh. Ah crap.
So what were you gonna say, Blitz?
I was gonna say who let Megazords into Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's 2. We have them. It's called Magnus.
Hold on, let me just say something. Do we have a Camarader deck, or is that already with
Yes, Heroes.
Yes, Insectors.
Also,
Insectors, Super Quants.
Heroes.
Oh, I hope this is a third Camarader deck.
Four.
We have Transformers.
If it's what I expect it to be, it's basically going to be another Tokusatsu series, and it's going to be Rescue Force, Rescue Fire. Probably Rescue Fire. Because it literally looks like something that comes right out of Rescue Fire.
That sounds. It does look like. When I ever look at it, I wish, man, that would be great. I'll probably run that because I like fire trucks. I like them.
The archetype looks legit fun, just from that one
picture. Is it
gonna
win? No, but it's gonna be fun.
If you have fun playing it, you've already won.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Say that to my locals.
Okay, hold on. Give this deck a machine dupe thing, so other deck can abuse it.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
That's fair. Awesome. That one, it works out then. That's fair.
Now,
and to be honest, the other thing I want with this deck, if it doesn't have a machine dupe thing, I want it to have a burning or like a freeze effect. Since they're putting out fires and they're working with fires, a burn effect 500 or a freeze effect to lock a monster for a turn.
I'm excited to see what it does. That's all I can say. Now that's the last Yu-Gi-Oh thing that I have to talk about. So if anybody else has got anything to discuss game-wise, feel free to, because you know what I'm going to talk about next.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have several Vanguard-related tomfoolery and shenanigananery.
I'm gonna cut you off because I gotta go eat dinner soon. There's one game that I want to bring up that I wasn't here to announce since I wasn't here for a while. Resident Evil 4 Remake. I'm gonna go online of these 10 games. Resident Evil 4 Remake. There's 2 new horror games coming out. Can't remember the names, but I know they're gonna be lit. Cuphead DLC was fucking amazing.
Yes.
Number 5 is. I can't wait for I can't, even though I'm not going to be playing it, I can't wait for Scarlet because I've owned 6 Nintendo Switches in my life, and most of them I sold off because I couldn't afford to have them. My last one, I got like $300 in Yu-Gi-Oh cards and $200 in cash for the set, and I'm like, I'm not picking up Nintendo again. I'm just going to end up selling my Switch. Number 6, the game that I'm really hyped for, and not a lot. Well, it's already out, but the game I'm really hyped for, my friend's gonna play it. Let me play it. Is Neon White when I go to the card shop.
Mm.
And 7, I heard they're doing some old school RuneScape updates. 8, this is also for old school RuneScape. They're doing other upgrades. And 9 and 10, I am super duper happy for Nintendo remaking these old boomer games.
Yeah,
Like,
Mission and the like.
well,
Yeah.
God.
I heard Crisis. I heard Crisis Core is going to get a remake too. The other part of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
One
it.
thing. Oh, yeah. Vanguard wise, I'm looking forward to the new overdress stuff. Cause the Keter Sanctuary dude is literally just 2 Sky Strikers while just vomiting ones on the. Oh my god, dude is
Right, I
literally.
see.
By the way,
This
welcome
dude
back,
is
Ruffy.
literally just
I haven't
Luard
paid
and
attention
Sky.
to Vanguard in a while.
Same.
Hey, speaking of Sky Strikers, didn't they announce that they're going to make like a Sky Striker manga?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
are,
Did
and they have.
they?
Yes, and and through that manga, ironically enough, we got confirmed that Sky Striker Ray is 13 years old.
Yay!
What?
Yay!
And then we round up
Yay!
everybody now.
Enjoy your federal prison, you pedos.
Okay, let's
Oh.
not bring that.
Yeah,
You
let's
know, you
let's
see,
not go back
Yeah.
in
into
some
that.
countries you can actually have a relation with kids.
Let's not
Like,
talk
here's
about
a-
that.
yeah. Well, they don't
Here's a
necessarily do it. Not all of them. at least.
Yeah, but well, let's just leave that topic on the back burner and set it on high.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway. What'd say?
yeah.
what
I've
else you got,
Also,
Reborn?
the Jeweled is literally just, hey guys, you remember Dust? How about we say make your opponent's have a very Dust with a cost that is ridiculously non-negligible,
Right.
and
what?
it gets instead of sealing off your ones, it gets a crit.
I only get half of your sentence.
And I'm like,
You're cutting out.
no,
Yeah, I keep cutting out every 2 seconds.
because the thing with Jeweled is that because of the ride line, there is no cost.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it says Soul Blast, 4 cards with different grades. If you complete your ride line at 0, 1, 2, 3, you only need to soul charge once. There's a 3 in the deck that says put me into the soul to soul chart to draw a card.
Right.
Which basically means you as soon as you draw the extra 3 or you persona ride, Jewel's effect is live. If they don't have 4 PG, if they don't have 3 PG, it's GG no re, my guy.
Alright, so after you're done with Vanguard, I want to bring up, I'm happy for this. Are you done with Vanguard? I can bring up something that I'm happy for retro people. If you're not, I'll bring it up after you.
The Stoicheia girl Stoicheia girl's deck is basically.
You keep cutting out.
Is the Stoicheia deck is literally just cheerleader who gets boosted by all the ones. I'm like, okay.
You're getting spiritual balls?
Alright,
No,
so
the grade 3 for the girl says that when I attack, I get boosted by everybody in the back. But they only stand up if your opponent has a grade 3 as well. So I'm like,
Impressed.
You're basically saying Dragon Empire bend me over.
Sounds about right.
I was gonna be super fast if mine once you get done with Vanguard because I was just gonna talk about Pokemon sets that people introduced me to and I'm happy for.
Okay,
Go for it.
you can go.
Okay, so Pokemon Go, they finally reprinted a bunch of cards like Radiant Charizard. There's new versions of there's reprints of Mew, there's reprints of VMAXs, there's reprints of V-Stars. There's Spark, Rainbow League, there's Rainbow Dragon Knight VMAX. There's Mewtwo V-Star looks badass, like he's from the movie, about to Kamehameha, somebody holding a ball or something. There's another Mewtwo Rainbow Rare, and then there's a Mewtwo art, like back when he was facing the shit. What's that bug legendary?
Genesect.
Genesect. Back when he's facing the Genesect, he's like floating around in the town that he's facing the Genesect. But it's like the background, like like the hero player, like wingmen floating in the air for the heroes. He's right behind some skyscrapers. And then the Astro Radiant set, I've seen a lot of. It's so much fun. It brings back Gen 2, the Dragon Girl who was always pissed off that you beat her. It brings back her riding her Kingra. I'm happy for it because they did the Astro Radiance Trainer Gallery, and then they did that. Brilliant Stars, they did a Trainer Gallery. I'm really hyped because I really want them to keep on doing the sets than the Trainer Gallery, because this gives another way to like get better cards and all that. But the Pokemon Go thing, I am happy for the Radiant Charizard. Like, that used to be a money card. Like, let me double check how much that used to be. Oh no, the reprint's like 40, but let me double check the old copies. Like, I think this is a reprint Charizard. Hopefully I'm correct.
Speaking
Because
of
all these
Pokemon- Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done because you paused. Sorry.
I was just gonna double. You're fine. I'm gonna double check if it's like. Oh, yeah. I actually, yeah. Okay. Radiant Charizard is the first copy, so it wasn't a reprint. But this looks badass. It's basically a Charizard up showing off his beans, his paws, and he's just sitting there like he's like a red eyes monster. I'll post it in the Discord. Let me copy image. Let me go to podcast. Can I? That. Looks like a red eye.
Okay.
Oh,
It looks so cool, like a red eyes.
sure does.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hyped. I'm gonna have to pick me up a copy before they shoot up in price, but that's gonna wait till next month.
Yeah,
And
that looks really
and-
good.
I swear, if they go up to 60, I'm still picking up a copy because I used to pick up masterpieces during the buyout and make flips on those. Speaking of masterpieces, I ordered one and they got lost in the mail, so hopefully I'm gonna get that soon.
Hopefully.
But one last thing I am hyped for. I don't play it, but I think there's an update for Flesh and Blood. A lot of people play it. I just watched the openings. This Flesh and Blood looks like magic mostly.
Ah.
And
Show
one
you
last
my
thing,
magic.
giggity. And one last thing I am hyped for before we go. Double Masters for Magic. I don't know how long it's been out, but I've been watching openings.
That's cool. I haven't really paid
no.
much attention to Magic.
I don't either
Same.
because it's a bunch of assholes.
Magic is always fun. Just play
I'm
Commander.
I've heard that.
EDH is
Yeah.
fun.
May I now bring
go,
up the
go.
Digimon TCG?
Please
Yeah,
do.
you can. I'm gonna head
Digimon.
out.
Okay.
I gotta eat.
Digimon.
All right.
Digimon.
fair
Digital
enough.
Monsters Champions. Sorry.
Alright, so just recently we had the second expansion set come out, Digital Hazard. That brought out a lot of stuff from the Digimon Tamers series, which recently celebrated its 20th anniversary, I believe.
Nice.
And we got stuff for Gargomon, Sakuyamon, and probably the most hated of the bunch, D-Reaper. And I hate to be that guy, but I'm kind of interested in building D-Reaper, not because I'm a jerk, but because it's budget.
You know, that would be enough
Honestly,
of a reason
that's
for me
fair.
to build it.
That's
Same.
fair.
And then, I'm building a yellow hybrid build, and that is admittedly a little annoying, but it's funny in a way. And next up
Fair enough.
in later this month, by the end of the month, even in July, we're getting the 9th main set Booster X record, which will provide a lot of stuff for the X antibody trait. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how that will shake the game up. That's really what I gotta say, really.
Oh, okay.
Because,
Okay.
yeah, not very much to say. Not a lot to say.
That's fair.
You did say more than any of us.
I mean, yeah, I've been cracking jokes the entire time. So I didn't really contribute.
Now, Ruffy, you
Yeah,
mentioned you
fair
were
enough.
interested in discussing something earlier.
Yes.
If you still want to, feel free.
Yes, but what was it?
The 2 new V shoujo characters?
Yes, right. Yes, so apparently on the AnimeCon or how it's called?
Anime Next?
Yeah. Anime Expo, that
Anime
was it.
Expo, right. Thank you.
YuGiOh, I swear I can never pronounce that right in English.
You pronounced it right.
Announced that Gron, I think that's how she called, and Nezuko or Nezuno, how she's called, joining YuGiOh on July 16.
Oh. I'll have to look into that, actually. I don't really know much about them.
They were members of Hololive in the past, but I think they stopped streaming 1 or 2 years ago, and now they are returning.
Well, that is awesome.
It really is, especially Squan. She's awesome.
Okay, so any other game topics? Because I got some Weiss Schwarz stuff to talk about.
Yeah, beyond the
Yes,
remake they
Weiss
announced,
Schwarz
I really don't
stuff.
have
Let's
any.
go.
No, I don't got anything.
I might have something
I got
useful
nothing.
for Duel Links players.
Go right ahead.
That still exists?
Yeah,
Yeah, we exist.
I'm playing it right now. Like I actually
Okay,
am
to
getting
be fair-
gyms like
to
out
be
the
fair,
ass
Sarisa,
right now.
To be fair, I
Um,
can't complain when I'm playing Tag Force.
there you go.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
All right.
it's nothing too big. It's just that before it was really hard to get gems, and there's like a lot of free to play players that would try to reach 9,999, and they would say it would take 2 to 3 months to achieve that. I have noticed now that I've getting back into it and actually playing and doing some level grinding, all of that other stuff, and it's not just from the level grinding either. They are now basically giving away gems like candies, where you can reach 9,999 in about roughly 6 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I
Dang.
wonder what could have possibly made them do that.
I have no idea. I'm gonna let you guys like
No,
take the
obviously it's Master
assumptions.
Duel. Master
Maybe,
Duel.
maybe. I think it
Have
was
you heard?
before that. Actually, I think it was
Have you
doing that
heard how
before that.
much Decade has like complained about how Duel Links is unfair toward their player base when Master Duel has like you can get a competitive deck and like 3 hour play in like 3 hours of playing, but in Duel Links you need out days of grinding.
Right, right. Yeah, no, I
He did
completely
complain
understand it.
about that a lot.
Yeah, it took me like a week to build RDA.
Yeah, right now I during this podcast I've actually been on the silent playing Duel Links at the same time, had my phone music off and everything else and playing it. And last night I started off with like having no gyms, and so far I'm at like go away cutscene, go away. There we go. I'm at like 1636.
That's not
Dang, you're
at
not
all
kidding.
my That's not
Good
at all my
lord. That's
experience
a
with
lot.
Duel Links. Like I barely had 6,000 in like 3 days of playing. But to be fair, I don't play it often because I have a real life.
What are
But
you saying about me, man?
but it's
You don't have a
painfully slow
life.
to grind. It's
You're
painfully
not.
slow to grind.
So you have a good life.
Oh no, my life is a lie.
I don't hear you paying my bills.
But yeah, no, I'm just sitting there saying that it's a lot easier to get gems now in Duel Links, so that
You think
anybody
that
that
the
wants to
player
get
base
back
is
into
going
Duel
to come
Links,
back?
huh?
You think the player base is going to come back because Duel Links had suffered a massive drop.
I think they're gonna start to have a rise now because I've been facing a lot of returning players that are meeting me neck to neck in like the lower rankings because each new thing they reset the rank to like one rank behind whatever you are at that time.
Oh, like Master Duel.
And yeah, and then and for those that haven't really like been playing for a while or even switched to Master Duel for who knows how long, they're coming back to Duel Links, and I've been meeting some players that will probably at some point King of Games or something like that, or Legend or whatever the highest one is, and then mixed with the actual new players. So like when you see a 30 card deck in Duel Links, you're like, oh yeah, that one's probably new. And then you see like a 20 card deck, and then you just go like, all right, let's see what they got, and then you just sit there and go,
And then
wow.
they tribute summons Blue Eyes.
Well, Blue Eyes, there was only one time where I actually faced a Blue Eyes deck and struggled 25 turns, mind you. 25 fucking turns. Everything was going in my mind. They wouldn't let me have a monster, nothing. So it came down to, like, can I out-resource them while gaining life points? And it turns out, yes, I could.
I didn't play Duel Links for 8 or 9 months now.
I picked up
Played
Duel
it
Links
in
for all
like
of a
5
week and I
years.
gave up.
4.
Same.
The
Just
last time
do-
I played is Harpies were meta. That's what I remember from that game.
For me,
Yeah.
Duel Links is just a nice break from the TCG when I just, like, am just mind boggled or bored of the TCG and I just can't get any good ideas for decks or whatever.
That
Switching
was
over
its
to Duel
original
Links is just
purpose.
Yes, birth from the CGG, and then you only face Blue Eyes and Harpies. Very good.
yeah, they have a whole different meta now. It's no longer like Blue Eyes and Harpies anymore. It's
Do you think that they're going to incorporate links in Duel Links? I've heard that.
I haven't heard anything on it. I am like keeping an eye out on that. I think it's going to be like really, really hard for them to incorporate links. If they do, it's going to be like a separate ability for links to be played.
I
I
see.
I
think.
mean, that kind of seems counterproductive. It's like it's Duel Links. Where's the Link monsters?
Well,
No,
yeah,
you,
that's
you no, you don't get it. Links most in Duel Links are going to be abhorrently overpowered.
But
I
that'd be
feel that would
fun.
be the
Like
case. Yeah.
Underclock Ticker would be like a bannable Link monster in Duel Links.
That's a fun card, though. I use it. It's fun.
Yeah. Also, I think as soon I think they would have to ban underclock. They would have to ban Xcode as well as
Well, they would have to actually put those cards in the game first.
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
Yeah,
because
so
y'all forget what Xcode does.
I don't.
Knocks
I
out
don't forget.
zones.
We
no,
reach
no, I
that
don't
level,
think any of
like
us would forget. But like
So, guys,
again, I think it would be just based on a skill that allows them to play Link monsters, and I think it would be specific Link monsters, nothing too overpowered or anything at the start. I
actually the,
hope.
the Link Charmers alone are like obscenely overpowered in a small meta like Duel Links.
Yeah, and I don't even know how their arrows will point to
No, it's
to
not
too too
taking
many
arrows.
because
Just the fact that you can play all the 6 of them in your extra deck and just pivot and just snatch the energy from your opponent's graveyard. That's not going to be nice and dandy in a format that has 3 monster zones.
well, see, here's also like one of the things that would make it really difficult for them to incorporate links. You only have 3 monster zones. So
It would basically
extra
be playing
linking
like the
really
anime.
probably.
work.
Yeah.
Links can't
Also,
really
extra
work in Duel
linking
Links.
probably wouldn't be a thing.
right.
Wouldn't be a big thing in
Nah, it really
Duel
wouldn't.
Link.
I think it would be really, really hard for links to be in Duel Links.
Even
It would. It
obscenely
would.
underpowered links will be like ridiculous.
So Gaia the Knight would be broken.
Gaia the Knight was broken in the actual TCG.
For the very few people who could even afford one.
Yeah,
True.
like it was much more pricier than Firewall, for your information, and had the same playability rate as Firewall for like 9 months.
That's true.
Also, something else I realized: one of my most beloved monsters would be busted in Duel Link.
Which one?
Master
Which
Ogre.
one? Oh,
Master Ogre.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Goki probably
if-
would be really good in that
Oh.
game.
Yes.
Don't
Maybe.
they have
It
Goki
would
in
be
that
tier
game?
0 directly.
yeah, they do have Goki.
Only Suprex.
All right.
Like
What?
if they ever let them go full hog and give them their link
Wait,
options and whatnot, that
They
deck will
have
probably rule.
only Suprex?
No, they have other Go game monsters in there.
Okay.
It
If
just
they have
they're
only
not
Suprex, that would be
like
really funny.
they don't have like all the Goki all the Goki cards. They have
Yeah,
like a
they don't-
handful.
They
If they
don't
have all of
Dead
them, you could
Cat.
just play a deck with 20 Gokis.
What I'm hoping for, and I don't think they will, is that they will come out with a Windwitch package. Finally, hopefully.
Maybe.
I want Windwitches. I don't know if they will do.
No, I don't think they would do Wind Witches, but that'd be really fun if they could.
Yeah, it would be super easy for them to use too. On top of that,
So if they bring Lyralus, Independent Nightingale is getting immediately and in links.
I think they did add Lyralus at one point. Let me look.
With their philosophy, they could just not add Nightingale.
That is true.
I don't think they added Blaze Phoenix, did they?
I don't think so.
I remember they added what's his face? Dark
One
Strike
card that
Fighter,
I'm-
but that one is very nerfed. But
One
on
card
top of
I'm
the
still-
erratas, they have his burn damage again.
One card that I'm still very sad that's not in Duel Links
Yeah, they did add. They did not add Blaze Phoenix.
is D Hero
Hero?
D Hero Dystopia.
Dystopia.
Do you
Oh.
really want to add the Trident in such a weak formats?
Oh my goodness.
Did they have Fusion Destiny in there?
I don't think. Scratch that. Maybe. Hold on.
If it is,
Oh,
it's going to be
no.
on the ban list.
No, they're just giving me a card that's actually in their other website. I don't know why they've done it this way. That's really weird. The guy that started Dueling's meta website actually also did a Master Duel meta website,
Yes.
and their search
Okay.
engine is like combined together.
I see.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Speaking of which, shout out to DK to be the
But-
first Yugi tuber to pay homage to Takahashi.
But to be fair, he's a pro, so he knows what he's doing.
You know, I kind of it didn't sit well with me because of that pro attitude of him. But now that he's took a penchant in Mastodon, I kind of he grew on me a bit.
You know, I actually enjoy listening to his Banlist videos because he explains every hit so great.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like he excels at explaining things. He's like a teacher.
Seems to know
Also,
what he's
he's
talking
giving
about at the very
you
least.
so many tips to become a better duelist, etc.
Yeah.
When it comes
I
to
think-
duelings, I refer back to him.
No, even in Master Duel and TCG, like he is actually an encyclopedia now.
Really?
My man,
I didn't
man
know he
put a
actually did
20 video-
TCG.
my man put a 20-minute video to explain what missing the timing is.
Yes, he will.
That's
That
about right.
is-
That sounds the way I would watch.
That is
But
something that we
before
probably
we-
need.
But before we move on to the Weiss Schwarz stuff, I wanted to talk about something else about Anime Expo.
What's up?
And I don't know if any Bleach fans are here, but they showed a new trailer for the final arc, which comes out this October.
Oh, yes,
I'm
I'm ready.
already
I'm
excited
ready.
for end.
I'm
In
ready.
this new trailer,
Finally.
you hear Yuha Bach talk, and his voice actor is amazing. That's top tier voicing.
Well, I'm actually gonna head on off now because it's nearing midnight where I am.
Understandable, man.
Same.
So enjoy the rest of the podcast. See you all.
Yeah.
Rest
See you
well,
next time,
Yeah.
man.
Orichalcos.
Take it
Bye.
easy.
Be safe.
Later.
Later.
Don't blow anything up.
Up,
Speaking
too
of
late.
Bleach, do you guys realize that the next generation after the big three ended and One Piece is still going?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to
Yeah.
keep going
Ending
for a
soon,
little bit
though.
longer. I think they got
A
like
bit
one more
more?
arc.
Yeah, they
It's
have one
kind of
more.
ridiculous.
Sorry, guys. I had some few folks come up.
Oh, it's no big deal.
No
Okay,
problem.
well, unless anyone else has got anything else to talk about, I'd like to take my turn.
You're good.
All right. Well, I'm not
Ornella,
going
go
to.
ahead.
Well, I'm not going to take up too much time because we've been running pretty late tonight.
Yeah, it's 2 hours already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm gonna.
1 AM for me already.
So I'm gonna speed run some parts of this. The Bushy Road Spring Fest, which is the big tournament that's been going on for the last couple of months, is basically wrapping up. We had on June 12th we had tournaments in Bilbao, Spain, and Houston, Texas, as well as on the 19th it was in Mexico, and on June 26th London, UK. And making it real quick, the winning teams were using Mushoku Tensei, Bang Dream, and Quince, Mushoku Tensei, Bang Dream, and Hololive, Mushoku Tensei, Slime, and Fate, and Mushoku Tensei, Kaguya-sama, and Ruby. Does anyone else happen to notice a trend?
It just goes right over my head.
It goes over my head too.
Well, every
It's
single
Ruby characters.
every
I would
single
say Hololive best deck.
it should be.
Really funny.
It should be, but the thing is, Mushoku Tensei is the archetype that is among the top 3 every single time. According to the official reports, it had a 20% representation of all decks and a 60% representation among all the teams that attended any of the dozen. Actually, it was more like 15 events that took place during this big mass tournament. So I have this feeling that they probably won't, because I've never been right on a single opinion about this game, but they might actually ban or limit something in the Mushoku Tensei series, just to make it more fair. And we have the Bushy Road Rumble Online coming up soon, which is a massive online tournament for players to take part in, since, a dog days of summer heat is kind of hard to deal with. So as soon as I find anything out about that, I'll be sure to mention that. But as far as products, I'm going to make this real quick. The Fate Grand Order Movie Pack Camelot is out. Next week, they're going to be dropping the Danmachi set, which is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Tokyo Revenger drops 2 weeks later on July 29th. Quintessential Quintuplet's second pack drops on August 12th. None of that's changed. What has changed is that the Attack on Titan Final Season Pack got delayed. It has been pushed back from August 26th to September 16th.
Ooh.
Which also includes the reprints for the Attack on Titan pack, which I've said before very rarely happens. We finally got a confirmation on the date of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai Season 2 pack, which is October 14th.
Senpai is going to be season 2?
Yes, it's Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl.
Nice. Keep that
That
in
sounds
mind.
like a cool anime, I think. I don't even know.
It was a movie.
After that, there's the new pack Saikano, which is How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. I know nothing about it, but it's dropping on October 28th. And we still don't have any confirmed dates on the Seven Deadly Sins Pack 2 or the Hololive expansion. But there's two things I want to discuss. One, we finally got an English confirmed date for the Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid pack. It is November 18th.
Oh wow, isn't that the same day when the new Pokemon game's coming out?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's not a good
I know what I'm
idea.
going after. I know what I'm going after for.
Some Pokemon.
Pokemans!
Give me the wheat cat, please. I want the wheat cat.
And
or the duck.
And the only other thing is that during the very same Anime Expo, there was an accidental reveal of an English release for Chainsaw Man.
Ooh.
Chainsaw Man.
Is it the same Chainsaw Man from Friday the 13th?
No,
I wish.
It's the anime though, which is cool.
There's
You know, I do wish.
Chainsaw Man?
Hmm?
There's an anime called Chainsaw Man?
It's brand new actually. I think it's dropping soon.
Oh, I guess so. That's why I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard of any anime post the big three. Stop caring back then.
I really do wish that they would do better about importing some of the games over here. I know there's copyright restrictions and a lot of legal stuff that they...
I think the first step is the remakes that Nintendo is doing. Like the original Front Mission games were Japan exclusives.
That makes sense.
I heard they're going to remake all of them to a universal package. That's going to be a start.
That's cool. But like I was saying, I do wish that they would do better about importing some of the packs from this game over from Japan to America. They just released a set 2 for Star Wars. I would love to play Star Wars in this game.
I want to play Star Wars.
I do too.
I want a lightsaber.
That's probably an item.
You know, for a game, for like a franchise as captivating as Star Wars, I'm surprised there wasn't a great TCG for it. That is lasted and is well known.
Right?
Sounds off.
It really does.
For Star Wars?
Yeah, a Star Wars TCG that is like rivaling Yu-Gi-Oh, for example.
I think
they've been trying to do that for years. It never works.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they've tried in the past.
I heard that they.
Because it's kind of hard to make a card game out of that movie. It's kind of, like they have multiple card games, but like none of them never stuck.
Well, you know, if they ever import the Star Wars series over from Weiss Schwarz, it'll probably catch on really quick.
It's not anime enough. I guess that's why it didn't stick.
So considering this is also the game where they also made series based on Toy Story, Cars, and Monsters Inc., I don't think Star Wars is going to be that out of the ordinary.
Kingdom Hearts, but a card game.
That'd be awesome. That's basically what we're dealing with.
Where is the Kingdom Hearts card game, by the way?
I'm sorry, what?
Never.
Kingdom Hearts card game.
That would be something interesting to see.
Not now, obviously, because Kingdom Hearts like flopped forever as the tree.
I don't think it flopped.
Oh, sorry. It did very much flop. 3 was a massive disappointment.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
I will fight you on this one. I love 3.
I never played Kingdom Hearts, so I assume it's trash.
Right, Kingdom Hearts is the first game.
My favorite one still is this. My favorite one is still Kingdom Hearts 2.
Obviously, now that's facts.
Right, but I did enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3.
No, I'm not saying
mainly because of the gunny shit.
I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, but I'm saying that for all the time that you waited for it, it was a big disappointment, story-wise.
I'm going to respect.
Because
I'm going to respectfully disagree.
And then it was a huge disappointment on top of that.
Sorry, what did you say, Rafi?
I said that this came out way too late, and it was a disappointment on top of that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna respectfully disagree. Like
I'm never saying that it was a fun game, but if you rank it in the Kingdom Hearts like ladder, it's the bottom tier of Kingdom Hearts.
No. 352 in 2 days, or whatever that one is. That one's on the bottom ladder. That one was horrible. The gameplay was shit. Like,
and disagree.
Like that. That's why I'm respectfully disagreeing on the Kingdom Hearts 3 because there's a lot about it that makes it more unique than all the other Kingdom Hearts.
They made a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. Guess what's the comments all full with? Yeah, this is a nice game to be dropped in 2060.
I mean, we're not gonna deny the fact that it took a long ass time for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out, but like,
did deliver enough for all those years of waiting.
But there was a reason why they were. There was a reason why they were waiting.
What do you mean there was a reason? The direction was.
They were trying to
was
get
busy
it so that
trying other
Pixar was.
things.
Hold on. Hold the phone. Listen, Linda, listen. They were trying to get it so that they can actually have Pixar in the game, trying to make the deal. What they were literally saying, they literally said this, if they weren't going to get Pixar on board with Disney, and Disney was having a fight with it too, a major fight, mind you.
Explain
They
then why they
literally
kicked out
said there wasn't going to be a game. Because it took so long for them to have an agreement, that's when they started having the game being made. They needed that agreement first before the game would even began.
Explain then why the first trailer was in 2013.
They were, while yes, they only put a part of what they could actually have. They were still waiting on that agreement. They were fighting for that agreement. Yes. Do you know how difficult Disney is?
They're very stubborn. That mouse is
exactly.
You know,
They
considering
made
it
the
took them
plans and then turned around and found out, oh shit, Disney wouldn't want to do this.
I'm not arguing that Disney is a holy company, but if you are not capable of putting your product as soon as the last possible from your trailer, it's what you shouldn't do. Drop a trailer.
I'm not saying that mistakes weren't made. Mistakes were obviously made on the trailer part. But that was their biggest that was their biggest issue was that.
What's also disappointing in Kingdom Hearts 3? There's no Final Fantasy characters.
That's the biggest argument a lot of people were having, and I had no issues with that personally. Because they have listen. They have so many different characters now that makes it their own. They have so many different characters of their own making. They don't want to sit there and have a piggyback of Final Fantasy characters on their thing.
Understand that. I understand that
But
counter-argument.
Final Fantasy characters are part of Kingdom Hearts. You can't deny
but
that.
do you know what Kingdom Hearts was made out of? It was made out of fusion, Final Fantasy, Disney. To come at the conclusion and take out Final Fantasy because oh no, we don't need those characters.
They weren't intentionally taking out the Kingdom Hearts character, the Final Fantasy characters completely either. It was just there was so much they wanted to put in the game, they couldn't put it all in there yet.
Yes, what that's called bad management.
But it isn't Kingdom Hearts anymore without the Final Fantasy.
I'm going to respectfully disagree. I'm going to respectfully disagree because they're turning into something different. Because of how the story has been told thus far. They have so many unique characters. They don't always necessarily need the Final Fantasy characters or even Disney characters or Pixar. Yeah, it would be nice to have them for the world exploration, but they are moving on to a bigger picture with the amount of unique characters, and it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to actually have the old characters that we know and love because of how many voice actors and development that it requires to put those in there. So some cuts are going to be made, and I'm sorry, but I think cutting the Final Fantasy characters was still a good decision because of how many unique characters they already had in there that was a part of the story.
You say that, but there are still less characters in Kingdom Hearts 3 than Kingdom Hearts 2.
There was a lot more characters.
No, there's less. There was
Okay. You had Axel, Roxas, Shion, obviously Sora, Riku. I'm getting frustrated over here. Now I feel like losing track.
I'm not going to tell you to push the Final Fantasy cards in every realm, but at least give them their own realm. Which they had their own world, and you just take it out of them. The excuse is, oh, you know what? We have enough characters. That's a lame excuse.
That's not what they were doing though, because of Aqua, Ventus, and what's his name?
Yeah, they created enough original characters. They have the.
They have a lot of original characters. That's why they can move on. That's the argument that I'm making. They have a lot of original characters, even more so than the Kingdom Hearts 2.
I understand.
Because they're combining from all the different stories from all the older ones. It is not a weak defense. It's a very strong defense. It is one of the main reasons why it's going to make it difficult for
I'll
Final
just say
Fantasy
Kingdom
kickers
Hearts
in.
is a great series that we loved as children, and as adults we'll argue about what we like. How about that? Everyone cool with that?
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, I think that's something we can all agree on.
There we go. There we go.
Because otherwise, we're going to be talking about this
I
all
mean,
night.
yes.
Sorry for turning your
That's
podcast
all I had to say.
into the Kingdom Hearts podcast.
It's fine. We all have heated
It's just-
topics that we want to talk about. It happens. I'm not
Most
going to...
talkative
And
I got with
then we
Sarisa
all
ever.
get like, what?
This is the most talkative I got out of Sarisa like ever.
Just talk about like how bad something is, and I'm going to respectfully disagree. And then straight
Yeah,
up
I'm
this.
going to
Alright,
defend
guys.
this very shitty product
Easy.
because I like it.
Thick. What is it? I'm joking.
That's fine.
You're going to make it worse.
Well, in any case, this has been a lot of fun, and I'm thinking this is probably where we're going to cut the show, because we're already at 2 hours.
Longest one ever.
Yes,
This
we
as
are.
a new name, a new potential name. The Kingdom Hearts debates.
Ooh, I'll put that one in the
Start
list,
somewhere
too.
else.
I will put that in the list
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, no.
Was fun with you guys.
Extremely
It's always
fun from
fun.
you, Ruffy. Appreciate you stopping by, man. And thank everyone for stopping by for the cast. We record on the first Friday of every month, about 5 p.m. Eastern, give or take. And it's been a lot of
Except for
fun
today.
this time, and I will see all of you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Adieu.
I'll be
Yeah,
here.
thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.